Three times. I just got past where Cap after you defeat Captain BK because it is a retelling of Final Fantasy One in the eyes of Garland. But yet I'm still playing on at least the story difficulty because I came to play games for the sake of story if they have one.
And I oh
Good evening, UN Spacey Wolf Squadron. This is your Wolf Commander Wolf 10. I'm your werewolf. Today we're just having a chill stream today. Here we are, we have birds flying around chirping, cats meowing, dogs barking, children playing. I'm sitting here getting my ass whooped on Elden Ring.
I still
And
have yet to play a Souls game. I can't wait for my tech upgrade.
you ain't got no game. You ain't even got no console.
I know. I know. Talking, but ain't Souls on PC?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about wait for a tech upgrade. Like I said, like a PC upgrade for start gaming.
Do you play any PC games?
Well, I did play games with emulators, but now not never bought anything on Steam or nothing.
Okay.
I,
How's
I
everybody today?
I did mention that before.
You expect me to remember every damn conversation we had?
No, I mentioned that
Not
multiple
saying
times. I played games with emulators. Like I played the original Genesis Sonic games with emulators a long time ago.
once again, you expect me to remember every damn occasion when you talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, wrong twice before, so
Twice ain't enough, man. I got short term memory loss.
mm,
I mean, I got vivid memory, but damn it, shit. Like every conversation we have tends to get forgotten.
I mean, remember every day I hate. So you remember every day I hate for some reason. So
Because you can't seem to shut up about it. Hey, Dread.
Oh, he ain't wrong.
I mean, I'm like Sephiroth. How could I forget when now that you've been into my head?
Don't take Sephiroth lightly.
Don't
Noted.
it? It's one of the most rewatched scenes ever in Crisis Core.
Mm-hmm.
The world, the world needs a new hero. Come and try. So smug. Wait, no. What he says?
I forgot how he said it.
He says a freaking dumb like cry one line and then
Wait, Sephiroth or Angeal?
no Genesis.
Oh, Genesis. Okay. I mean, I know Angeal is involved in the fight, because of course he would be.
Stop. You'll kill us all. That's no way to talk to a hero. Sephiroth.
4 minutes into the chat, and already we're now just doing Crisis Core quotes on the most rewatched fight scene.
by the way,
Should be down to like 1 viewer now with
Right?
that nonsense.
Yeah,
b-
we
by
were
the
trying
but
to crowd.
by the way, I recently watched first episode of Cowboy Bebop, and I personally don't feel a reason to keep watching it.
Really?
Well, you're out of the club.
I
Wait, the
mean,
actual anime, Cowboy
yes,
Bebop?
yes, yes. Of course not the Netflix show. Of course, the anime.
Okay.
I
You
personally don't
know, if
feel a
you
reason.
watch that shit, that's punishable by death, right? Firing squad, right?
I
Mm.
mean, I
We
mean,
don't have we don't have no live action stands in this fucking club.
Of course, look, I never watched live action anime adaptation. The only time I watched one was Speed Racer and Alita.
Mm.
Now,
You find some way to save yourself from the firing squad every single time. That shit amazes me.
but anyways, I watched first episode of the anime Cowboy Bebop, and I have personally feel no reason to keep watching it. I mean, don't really care. I mean, like I said, um, that's what I said before. I mean, I didn't really care. Like
I don't
the
care
thing.
about no anime that doesn't pique your interest that much unless it's a mystery.
No, even mystery, even if it's not a mystery, has to have great characters. And was that really great characters? I don't know.
If you're not gonna if you gonna stop at the first episode and not gonna pursue it to see if they become great characters in your eyes, I don't know what to say to you.
I
I mean,
mean,
I could have stopped that Black Swordsman in Berserk.
it's been months since I watched first episode. It's been a half a year since I watched first episode of Berserk. So
No, you don't need to explain that. I'm like, if I'm using your logic, yeah, I would have stopped that at Black Swordsman.
Mm.
At least until the last scene of Guts crying was moved me. Not saying I was gonna quit then. But what I'm saying is,
it's not
if I
just
had
it's not just a
your,
mystery. It's not just a mystery. It has, for example, I
I don't
watched
care
all
about
of
your mysteries. I'm just saying, like your way of judging anime is kind of interesting,
like for
to
example,
say the least.
I watched all of Kokaku because the plot just it intrigues you almost immediately.
Okay, the plot, sure,
The premise of it is almost intrigues you almost immediately. We got
yeah, yeah.
bad guys kidnap two of the families, two of the family members, which are Subaba and Makoto, and
You're not gonna win
yeah,
me over your case by explaining something that's great for you,
yeah,
if
yeah.
that's what
So
you're trying to do.
yeah. For example, another example is Dr. Timber. Actually, I actually felt like he's one of the greatest main characters I've ever seen in most anime. Actually,
Oh, that is without debate.
I know, like this doctor who believes that all life is sacred. Has his whole entire world shattered when this. He
You don't
saved
think
he saves the life of a little boy who turns out to be a serial killer. But then
you don't think you don't you don't think Spike is like that?
I barely knew anything about him in the first episode.
Well, that's why you need to watch the second episode
Man,
and the thriller.
I
You ain't give
personally,
it the 3 episode try.
like I said, I personally,
Quit while you was ahead on the first episode. Nah. There's no more debate after this.
yeah,
Get out the cut.
yeah. I personally don't care. I personally don't like anime that I find boring. Boring. Again, I watched Madoka Magica all the way through, and that was boring. That's my last time I said. Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
You think Cowboy Bill was boring? Wow. After the fist fight and the gunplay. Wow.
Hey, Big Us here in the chat.
Hi guys.
Gunplay and fist fights don't particularly excite me unless it means something.
It's the occupation, dude. It's part of it's usually part of the setup.
Yeah, but let's
Whatever. Moving on. I feel like you saying that just to annoy me.
not really. I'm just telling the honest truth. Like, I didn't really care. Like what? Like
I don't care that you don't care. Whenever I hear somebody say I don't care that you don't care. Because that means you have nothing to say in the matter if you don't care. So why are you sounding passionate about you not being able to care about anything? I've been through scores of that in my lifetime, and I'm sick of that shit too.
On a positive end, I've been watching. I've watched first 3 episodes. The Hollow. It's really good.
Hollow.
This is a cartoon. Made in America. Came out in 2018.
No topic is a chill stream. Means anything goes usually.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly good. At least so far. I don't know how it's going to turn. How it's going to turn. I thought I didn't like Kai at first. At first, because it seems like he's dead weight, but in the third episode he actually does something useful. That's surprising.
It's what you call a character build up, dude. That lost on you.
No, because the rise went out of their way to make it seem like he an absolute wimp, can't do anything right.
So
The
was
first episode.
Yuji in fucking Blue Gender. Yeah, he pulled his own weight. And you could say Naruto, even though
Yeah,
he
but
tries to do things. Or Tanjiro, even though he has to get the spark to do things. It's called a character
Tanjiro.
build up.
Tanjiro's kind of like he became super cool out of nowhere. He went through a bunch of training and become super badass for some reason. I didn't understand Demon Slayer after I watched the first season, so I didn't.
Homeboy, training to survive in a
Yes,
world full of demons.
yes, I get that, but at the same time, I didn't really enjoy or feel kind of passionate about it. Just kind of whatever. I watched this through like, okay, what, like,
You
Wait, were you
expect
watching
him.
this because you were bored of it?
no, I didn't watch. I didn't watch
No,
it
no,
because
no,
of
no,
bored of
no.
it because I watched.
He's talking about what's the point of him training. There's a point. Survival.
I understand survival, survival, but again, the story direction didn't feel right to me at all.
The story direction didn't feel right to him. Interesting.
At all. Demon Slayer.
Look, man, it's a chill stream, not a debate stream. Knock it off.
He might have been watched first season of that last year, so I didn't
Look,
really
man,
enjoy
I
it.
don't look. Look, man, I ain't, I don't mind Demon Slayer. I don't think it's all that, but like, sheesh, man, the way how you critique anime is just astonishing.
Yeah,
Let's just leave it at
he's like
that.
Anton Ego from Ratatouille.
Nah, that'd be a big that'd be a big insult to Anton Ego because like when I hear from Anton Ego, he sounds fair compared to Fizz. I mean, shit, like the dude compared a man's restaurant to cooking Chef Boyardee, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, that sounds kind of fair, even though I've never seen how freaking Gusto cook, you know. But it seems like that, it infers that he's had a run in with Ego for some time, you know.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
even think Ego's critique is what led him to his death either. If if people thought of that, like, yeah, bullshit.
Mm.
Well then.
Wait,
I'm reading Rhett's.
Tama. Yeah, no,
Let me read the damn comment, dude. Everyone I know who likes Naruto and Bleach needs to see the series that drew unwanted controversies to the series simply by outsiders ignorantly complaining. Gintama. Gintama was always pushing controversies by getting away with jokes and situations that bordered the line for censorship, and everyone who wanted to complain sees Ninja slash Samurai and targeted Naruto slash Bleach. Though Bleach ain't really Samurai.
Of course not. Bleach is more Shinigami,
Oh
right?
hey
Ain't that
Leia.
the girl?
No.
Hey, hello, Final.
Hey. Oh wait, yes they are. They kind of dress like them. Kinda.
Well yeah, they always dress in black robes.
Hey, Blood Boiling. What about Duckman?
I saw that. That's kind of funny.
And oh yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
reminded me. Wasn't the Japanese voice actor voices Gintaro in that show the Japanese voice actor for Joseph Joestar in part 2?
I guess. I didn't watch Gintama.
I didn't watch Gintama either. I don't even know what Gintama even is.
I know of it. And I think I actually no. I take that back. I think I watched one snippet of an episode. Didn't really know what it was about. Then again, I was probably in the middle of the first half. But I did see Samurai Deeper Kyo and Peacemaker Kurogane. Jesus. They had traditional Japanese attire and fought with swords. Yeah. But did you not hear me correct myself? What's your opinion of Halo TV series and Batman 2022 film? Fuck them.
I didn't even watch the crappy Halo TV series. From what I heard, they don't not even following the lore. It's just people talking and not enough
And
shooting.
John 117 has his face out all the damn time.
Yeah, of course. I assume they're going to do that because Hollywood.
Because
I don't
yeah, because they tried
understand
capping
why.
off. I feel like they tried capping off just from the Mandalorian, even though yeah,
Mandalorian
Mando.
just show his face. They just show his face in that show.
Look, man, if y'all really want to see Master Chief with his mask on all the damn time, watch freaking Forward Unto Dawn. Even though he appears at the last half of the movie, I don't give a damn if he appears at the last half of the damn movie. That was fucking glorious.
No, here's the thing. Why don't they just have a stunt man and then put him in the costume? You're not gonna show his face anyway. His
Exactly,
acting skills
yeah.
don't matter. His acting skills don't matter.
And plus, why try to adapt Halo into a TV show anyway, when it's pretty much better off as either novels or games? Because Chief never really had a character. He was just a stand-in for pretty much the player.
In the first game, they gave him a character in fourth game onward, but the game they gave him a character in the fourth game onward, but he still don't talk. But the thing is, if you're going to make a Halo TV show, it's going to be an action show. So why would you make it some kind of serious drama where it's just people talking? It's just not gonna be Halo. Especially you can't have Master Chief involved.
Beat 117. He's got the height for him, anyways.
I mean, yeah.
And he's always.
And they didn't even get Cortana right either.
Yeah,
like it's just the woman in a suit, and instead of just completely blue, it's just like, seriously, this is the best way you can do with Cortana.
No, they went with Infinite's Cortana, which is a fucking childish machine.
I mean, it's retarded. I mean,
every time I look at her, I'm like, that's not fucking Cortana, or at least that is not that is not an AI that I would like to put in charge of my fucking team, because that looks like a child.
Cortana is supposed to be a sexy blue woman. If it's not that, there's not Cortana. What the hell? It's like you missed the whole point.
And fuck the Batman. I'm on a no Batman content kick right now. Y'all already know my clause and what it states. So I see more superheroes adapted that's not fucking Batman. Then I'll go back and watch some Batman content I missed.
Yeah, these
and besides that Batman in that movie, that's not Batman at all. That's just basically just a random vigilante, which probably would have been the best if that movie was just on its own.
Here's the video about the whole Bruce Wayne should be donating his money and giving away his money to charity and shit like that.
He does that in Gotham in DC Comics.
It's like, bro, y'all act like he's every other snob fucking rich person ever. And like I said, and I've always made this comment before, when every time they always try to demand the rich their money, right? I'm like, who the fuck they gonna give it to? People like you, because you're so fucking financially responsible with your money. You who's living in what, a fucking cheap ass apartment, or living with your mama, your parents, more or less.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Like, you expecting the? I'm not done. You expecting the rich to give you fucking free money for what?
Here's the thing. In DC Comics, Bruce Wayne does donate his money to do good things to the city.
No shit.
Exactly, yeah, he does. Because he's exactly like his father. He's the philanthropist.
That's the whole point of his character.
Like, that's the whole point. Not read the comic book? He does. Like, already does that. And does Batman stuff.
Hey, what's that ruckus going on?
Oh, you finally stopped, huh, motherfucker? You a fucking pack rat right now, right?
If you hear anything, I'm opening my mail.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry.
You forgot to mute your mic from that?
I'm sorry about that. I
You're okay.
Which news? I'll stop if it's bothering you guys. But I had to open up my mail.
Your mic pick up all kind of stuff. You should be already noticing that by now.
And
I was trying.
Mail,
I was trying not to let that happen, but you're right. It picks up a lot, so I'll mute it when I'm opening it up then, because I had to open it up.
And speaking of mail, guess what I received today?
What'd you get?
I know, motherfucker.
What?
Mail.
Look, guess what I received today?
That's a good joke, by the way. No, he finally received RJ's Thomas Valiant.
Yes,
Good on you,
I
brother.
still ain't read yet. Yeah.
Why haven't you?
Because I ain't
Oh,
got
nice.
time for it. I had to eat.
Because
I had no time for it. I had to eat.
you ain't got no time. You mean to tell me you open up that thing and you tell me so you ain't open up the damn cover at least to look at skim at the fucking cool ass panels at least?
Yeah. I looked at the first page, but no, I ain't read yet. I'm gonna read tomorrow.
You gonna read it tomorrow? You already ate. You can read right now while we talking.
No, I can't read right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
When I read a comic book, I gotta be fully immersed in the comic book.
No shit. You can do that right now. You don't have to necessarily talk all the damn time, man. I'm sitting here playing Elden Ring right now, and I'm talking to your ass.
I had that. I want to experience similar to how it was when I read Watchmen for the first time, or when I read
You ain't gonna get that experience from Thomas Valiant. I guarantee you that.
I know, of course now. Or when I read the Silver Age Daredevil collection for the first time. That's straight. I borrowed. Man, that was
what we talking
glorious.
about?
Silver Age Daredevil collection, trade
Red,
collection.
what you talking about?
No.
I mean, hell, I'm already reading the Final Fantasy Ultimania archives, and I'm still on the stream.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he wants to first fully focus into the story, and if he feels he can
focus his ass off the damn screen and read it. I don't understand why is it such a problem for you to stop yourself to go and read a damn book that you just bought with your own hard-earned money that you've been waiting for delivery.
Yeah, for a year.
For a year, yeah. It's finally here, and you tell me you having difficulty to read it right now. I don't understand you, man.
I'm not difficult to read. I just didn't read. Just decided not to read it.
You decide not to. Okay.
Until like I said, until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoy.
Well, you can tell us all about it after you're done reading it.
Yes, exactly.
Look, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying that shit sounds fucking alien to me. You know. Just saying. That just sounds alien to me. You know, it don't sound Greek, man. If it ain't Greek, you can't come up the creek.
I was going to say
words to live by.
I was going to say before, we went into something you don't do. I know, Redneck. I got you. I got your joke. But I do open my mail. When my mail comes, I couldn't get to it right away. So I said, I better sit down and open this mail for today. Some packages that I was expecting. So I need to open them up and see. But I'm done now. So hopefully no one will hear more of it. I was just going to say that
ain't no bills. I don't think you do. So you and me are through.
Well, bills are a part of it, unfortunately. You're never going to go by without bills coming in. That's a guarantee.
We black, of course, it comes with the territory.
Yes, you get more bills than refunds. Someone saying, oops, you owe this extra money. Nah. Never get that. They're quick to mail out the bills, but they're slow to give out the refunds. That's what I always found amusing, that we owe you a refund, but it will take 9 months for you to get it. But the bills, we'll get that out to you in 2 weeks.
Fucking eagles of unusual size and whoop my ass again.
I was just going to say to some question. I have no interest in the Batman myself, from what I've heard and from what I've seen. I'm not a Robert Pattinson fan. I personally think he's an overrated actor. Sorry, Robert Pattinson fans, but I think he's incredibly overrated.
We overrated. We mean overrated. He never been anything for most people except Twilight.
Right. Well, they're
No,
the
no, 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 no. Don't apologize to fucking Patterson sycophants. They don't apologize to you when they want to shit talk fucking Louis or Lestat.
no, they no, they don't. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
They don't.
Like
I'm
Yeah, I
fuck
not.
that
just lost
shit.
interest in Robert Pattinson just as his role for Batman. It's just because I just don't personally care.
It doesn't even seem like Batman. More seems like some other character. I mean,
Exactly.
Yes.
Like I said, he does better when it's a project that nobody really hear about that he's very passionate about. But when it comes to
Chris
other
Gore even
shit,
does this too.
Yeah, but to
who's Chris
me,
Gore?
even guy, I just don't think he's a leading man. I've seen him in other stuff, Twilight. I've never seen Twilight, but I just don't think till class is. We'll wait on you, Eloise. You got to get your classes done first. I know you're here in spirit. Well, we'd love to have you in spirit.
I hear in spirit, losing my hearing. I got no headphones, counting down the minutes till class ends. Learned nothing so far, but I'll get far. She put it in song, so I have to
Yes.
sing it.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, that was a good melody, good rendition. But I just don't think Patterson is a leading man. I've seen that other independent stuff he does. Maybe it's a supporting actor, perhaps, but a leading man, I just do not see it. That's why I say he's overrated. I just don't see it. I don't think he is as much as a leading man as he thinks he is. And I must be right because the people who have seen it were not impressed with his performance. Warner Brothers, the studio, thought he would bring in an audience, but nobody really came out to see him. So,
You sure about that? Cause I don't know.
of
Some
course, it
people
still
have.
sells. Batman movie. If you put Batman on title, it's gonna sell.
No shit.
but it didn't make as much money as they thought it would. Joker is still outgrossed it. They thought it would outgross Joker, but it didn't do that.
Should have
Yeah,
kept back
Not
with that cat.
necessarily. Despite the teaser of Joker at the end and in a silhouette form.
who
Yeah.
cares? It's and that Joker wasn't even really
That's the
Joker.
ugliest Joker I've ever seen. I was
No, that
surprised that they were able to beat Jared Leto's Joker.
no, but that Joker wasn't even really a Joker. I mean, do you realize he's supposed to be a serial killer clown? Isn't that the point?
Yes, that's the point. But see, that's the problem I'm having is with Warner Brothers with Batman. They are not giving us the world of Batman. They're giving us something else other than what it should be. That is the problem. If you're going to do these pictures, you have to do these these films the way the characters should be seen, and they're not. They're taking them and distorting them. They're not being true to them.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you wanted to do a Hannibal Lecter type character in the Batman, you wouldn't use Joker. You use Calendar Man, who is that's the entire point in DC Comics now from 90s onward.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why use not Joker?
Even the Arkham games got that right with the Calendar Man.
I mean, what the hell? What the hell? That Joker was we saw in the Batman wasn't even Joker. Like I said, like he's not funny. It's just an ugly, scary demon that's locked away.
He's not like Victor Zsasz now.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to make him like Victor Zsasz or any other psycho killer in the Batman universe. He ceases to be the Joker at that point. He's just some random goon that just kills people for no reason.
And of course they probably I heard they ruined Victor's ass in the Birds of Prey in the Harley Quinn movie. Sorry. I mean
that's common knowledge, dude. How you hear that? How you just not hearing that?
I mean, I know they ruined Black Mask. They made him a feminist strongman again, but
he didn't even wear no damn mask. So why is he Black Mask?
Exactly. They made him just Roman Sion. He don't act nothing like Black Mask at all. But
it's like the 2000s fucking superhero movies that are afraid to give the damn hero a fucking name.
It's not only that, but also he didn't act anything like Black Mask at all. Well, I saw in the trailer.
Like, girl, when you get on here, you better sing that.
I got no headphones.
Wait. You got to sing it like Pinocchio. I wish I could hear you, but I got you on mute because I got no headphones.
Oh.
I got no strings.
Yes.
And we lost Trooper. He probably be back.
Oh, he'll return.
Or he was here with us for a short time. We didn't get a chance to hear you, man. We heard you in the back room. Damn. You being an enigma right now. Well, he does wear a mask, so that kind of counts. Look, man, this is a fucking chill stream. Y'all come up with a topic in that fucking chat, man.
Have you already come up with topics? You said this is a chill stream, so I wasn't there when you in the back room. Did you guys come up with some topics?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking right now.
Well, the topic. Well, here's what I'm gonna throw at you, and I wish Trooper had stayed. He's probably interested in this. Disney and Warner Brothers, Netflix. We'll start with Netflix. Netflix obviously does not have many subscribers as they thought they have. I mean, they're in the decline. I kind of touched on this a little bit in the last stream a couple of weeks ago about streaming, and looks like they have lost thousands of subscribers. So
200,000 to be exact. Yeah.
200,000 subscribers have dropped from Netflix, and so
Yeah. Talk about a punch in the gut. Damn.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Now, this is something I was touching on a week ago. I was talking about streaming itself. I think that streaming is, well, this is the reason for me why I dropped Netflix. I honestly, again, overrated. Everybody was telling me about Netflix, so I tried it. And I don't know about you guys, but I just think it's overrated. And then some of their original programming or original films,
you think
they're not that good. They're not that good.
No. What I'm saying is like took you that long to figure that out?
Well, I tried to give it a chance, Wolf. I tried to say, well, maybe they'll come up.
Despite some of the content that they put up, like the first season of Stranger Things, and even eventually K-dramas like Squid Game. Sure, they might have some of their gems, but still.
Anyways, it's South Korea.
Well, Squid Game.
Most of that shit is mostly from South Korea. They ain't got no original content that much, like that deep. I'm just saying, you're talking about a freaking streaming service that came up with Dear White People.
Oh, I can't stand that.
They come up with Dear White People. That was a movie first, like I said, in 2014. They made a show based off of it.
No shit.
Look up the movie. It had Tyler James Williams in it.
Was it better?
It was bad.
Like shit. Like if it was good, I'd rather pursue that than the show itself because
it was bad.
They fucked that shit dirt.
It was bad.
I heard you the first time, motherfucker.
Okay, it's basically a bunch of social justice wars at college, and that's it.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
I just thought the damn movie was better before this shit happened.
Oh no! No wonder nobody is catching on. That's all their original programming is. The Witcher only had one good season. Then season 2 came, and that went woke city. And I said, forget that. If you're not going to show a lot of Henry Cavill,
I ain't bother with the Witcher. I ain't bother watching that. Like, why do I care? Like, just play the games.
You ain't bother watching that shit.
Just play the games.
No shit.
Watch people play the games.
Well, that's what I've heard people say.
Why you tell?
Yeah, I didn't even bother watching The Witcher anyway. And I really do not want to see what they did with Yennefer.
Oh God, no!
Yennefer. Y'all want me to tell you what went on that production?
What happened?
Because I've seen it.
What the show or the video game? Oh,
the show.
Well, it seemed like they turned The Witcher into the Yennefer show, and Yennefer wasn't that all great to me personally. I didn't care for her that much. Is she supposed to be a really great character? Because I sure didn't buy her.
Yeah, well, if you read the book, she is. She's a flawed character, actually.
Okay.
All the characters are flawed characters, actually.
Okay.
No, they're trying to set up for like it's really you're mostly following Geralt like you do in the story. Don't get it twisted. It's not really the Yennefer story, but like there is an episode dedicated to her, specifically to her origin. But like everybody says the best parts with Geralt and Jaskier, aka Dandelion.
So basically, what they did, as all TV shows, is they took Yennefer and turned her into the Superwoman and made it all about her. And
second season, they did second season.
Oh yeah, the second season was just garbage. It was just absolute
Like,
garbage. Yeah, but I
what
kind of
the
felt that a little bit in the first season. But go ahead.
the Bruxa episode was like the last thing that they did trying to follow the books. After that, they started to go off script. This whole like even with this whole teasing of Triss and Geralt potentially being a couple right now,
Hmm
and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. This is far too damn soon for this shit to happen. And I ain't read the damn books, much less played the first damn game.
I've never played the game or read the book, so this is one world I didn't know anything about, but I was willing to give it a chance because I love fantasy, and I thought Henry Cavill looked great in the part. And since Warner Brothers wasn't doing with him as Superman, I figured I'll give him a chance in this. But it seemed like when it got to the second season, it just turned into the Yennefer show, and Henry Cavill once again became a supporting character in his own show, and I was fed up with that. I was just so fed up with that. I wasn't going to keep paying to watch trash like that.
And this is right here is why they decided to chase Jennifer. Because they hate her because of basically of her want. What does Jennifer want in the game? And I likely assume it's in the book. She wants to be a mother.
And so the woke nuts heads exploded when they saw that.
So I could be explaining this incorrectly, but I do believe sorcerers or sorceresses the final graduation is that they use potions and spells to basically just have eternal youth, and they don't really speak. I don't think they speak much of what is sacrificed for that, but given that Yennefer, it might be their fertility, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know full, like somebody might correct me in the damn comment in the damn chat. Please do, guys, because I don't want to be fumbling all over this shit too long, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. This is why I rely on you guys, because I don't want to look like an ass.
But that's.
I mean, I thrive on that shit, mind you. You know, I thrive on it, like a legit ass. Yeah, I try to prevent that. Look, I'm only an ass when I want to be funny. You know. It's like he's a jackass. You damn right I am.
Well, to be fair, a lot of comedians are like that. Most of them.
But that right there, what Retnick said, that's what I think people are starting to get tired of, this poison of woke, and that's and because I'm looking at that, they're losing subscribers like flies, and then the other movies that they have, I've seen them, but I forget about them the next day. They're forgettable, and then I turn back on there and say, oh, I forget that was even there. So most of the movie and others TV shows, if I like to watch old school classic stuff in movies, I watch them. I have other now. Yeah, I can go to Tubi to do that. I can go to other places, but Netflix prided itself on being this great, this great awe-inspiring thing that everybody loved and was doing.
Well, to be fair, that's all the ladies. That's all the ladies what they want to see.
Tis not a sin.
Netflix got the reputation from Netflix got that reputation from Orange is the New Black, right? That TV show. Was that even a good show? I mean,
no, I didn't. I thought it was overrated.
I mean, from what I heard about
I watched that with my homeboy and his wife. Let me tell you the experience that I experienced when watching that show. Excruciating. Because it's all about these fucking lesbo bitches screaming at the fucking guards all damn day about shit, about mistreatment and shit.
Yeah, I already know about. I know.
No different than a fucking stare. Hang on, fool, down. I'm in a rant. I'm in a rant right now. Hold your damn horse. You ain't even watched the damn show. Shut up. Like I said, my experience was fucking excruciating because that's all I heard was. You said you got that. You said you got that. I'm like, when they gonna fucking rape each other now. I'm waiting for them to fucking prison rape their ass. You got a Russian bitch. Ain't she about that life? I'm waiting for them to get naked and fucking sodomize each other and shit. This is fucking a prison show, right? Last time I checked, I'm like when they gonna start cutting the bitch with a fucking shift or something? I'm like damn, I'd rather go watch fucking Scorpion's Female Prisoner 701. Got all that shit in there, and then some. Mako Kanji can fuck these bitches up. All they do is whine all the damn time. Mako Kanji ain't all about that life. She get shit to the grind. I seen this bitch fight a girl that fucking changed faces the moment she got a color in her face. Ready to kill a bitch. I was like, this is some epic shit right now. Damn. By the way, watch Female Prisoner 701 Scorpion. That's the movie that inspired Kill Bill.
Okay.
By the way,
didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean,
okay, what? Okay, what you gonna say?
Quite a few Netflix shows are overrated. I mean, Big Mouth still going on for some reason. Don't even understand
why. Let that go, are you?
Oh, why the hell that stuff still going on?
Because it's Netflix, man. Where you think they're getting their economy from?
I don't even know. I mean, who watches that anyway? Like, who watches bad sex jokes that happen every 3 seconds on fame?
Man.
And then that's the entire show.
Who actually like That's My Boy?
That's My Boy was actually funny because they actually set a funny situation. What does Big Mouth do? They cuss a lot. Well, okay,
no
what?
Shit.
Okay, well, how's that funny? It's just like it's a Big Mouth got the same level of comedy as Santa Inc. I mean, Santa Inc. the same thing. When I watched that, it's the exact same thing. They cuss a lot.
Bruh.
Okay,
bro, you just answer your damn question. People who think comedy is all about swearing all damn day,
or just random things popping up,
or random for the sake of random.
Mm-hmm.
Just answer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who the fuck playing with a damn Slinky?
Leia.
I've opened all my mail. There's nothing else.
I'm hearing somebody using.
Did you forget to mute your mic?
I moved it away from the mic. I pushed it away from the mic. I'm doing nothing. Maybe I just turned on my faucet to get a little water.
Henry Cavill. Let's get some Lucifer in.
I just drank a glass
Look,
of water.
man, I know you straight. Hang on, we gonna get some titties on the screen.
Then again, the folks at Netflix said the show about the alcoholic, bitter detective with superpowers is also a good show for some reason. I don't even understand that.
Well, either. Well, the thing is,
I don't even want you to revisit the damn Marvel Netflix show. Shut up about that shit. I'm done with that shit already.
For the years that I've had Netflix and the TV shows, I just find the TV shows and the made for Netflix movies that were made specifically for Netflix, I don't find them to be that good. Like I watched The Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds, was good, but I totally forgot. I forgot about it after 2 weeks. I forgot about it. I totally just like, I could find something better. So I really
why haven't you?
Because I'm waiting for somebody to
yeah, that's how you talk.
Sounds like your average Joe on the streets is trying to do an impression of Arnie, just like la, 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 instead of just like the actual impression of Arnold. Like, I swear I will not kill anyone.
No. I'm quoting hot girls from Kanye West. And that's how you talk, you drunk and hot girl.
Mostly,
Still.
The reason I haven't found anything is mostly I'm watching old school classic stuff. Nothing new that has come out or introduced on streaming has been worth my time or to my standard of entertainment.
I just finished the second season of Pacific Rim: The Black. Phenomenal.
What show was that again?
Pacific Rim: The Black.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. So I guess I have to put that on the list.
It's on Netflix, of course, but yeah,
all right.
it's the anime version of Pacific Rim. So
wait, come in.
Okay, I'll check that out. I'll check that
Negro,
out.
speak up. Be humble. I can't even hear your ass. Even only thing I heard was what you stuttering about. What you say? Did I just chase him away?
I hope not. I guess you did. Oh. Well, my thing is Netflix. If Netflix is so popular, and of course, let's not us forget that Bridgerton. I thought everybody loved Bridgerton.
That got a second season,
but nobody's watching it. The rate it's not as popular as it was in the first season. Why is that? Well, Bridgerton is but why are they losing viewers if they have Bridgerton? They gave it a second season. So where are all the people? Where are all the fans? Where are all the people?
That good.
It never was. It never was. The first
I
season,
didn't say it traumatized me. I said it was excruciating to fucking watch. Because all these bitches do is whine. Bitch, you in prison. What you whining about? You obviously did something wrong to get your ass in there. What you whining about? Can't do the time.
Are they in a insane asylum or something?
No, they're in a fucking prison. Orange suit and all. That's why it's called.
I
Orange
know
Black.
that. So then why are they running? Are they in an insane asylum?
No, I'm saying all these bitches. Look again. All these bitches do is whine. They supposed to be like these hardened criminals, right? All they do is whine, cry, and all that bullshit. I'm like, when you gonna cut a bitch?
Is it
when you go to a male prison? When you go to a male prison movie or a show, these motherfuckers hardcore as shit. You don't hear no man crying and all that bullshit. I've seen my number of people in prison. Like, what these bitches got? Like, bruh, I was like, this is a poor representation of women's prison because I know bitches are crazy in women's prison. They way worse than Negroes in prison. I heard some shit, dude. I heard some shit. I was like, whoa, they do that shit? Well, they can't do shit no more. They got trans people in there. I'm sorry, I'm saying that in air quotes. About 9 of them got pregnant by one of them over at what state?
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
That's not news. That's not news.
Who's that in the picture right there?
That's female prison Scorpion 701. That's Mako Kanji. You better recognize.
I never seen it.
That's one bad broad. You better watch it. It's good. Like I said, this movie inspired Kill Bill.
Oh.
The whole premise of Kill Bill is based around the premise of female. Now I'm stuttering my damn self. Female prisoner Scorpion 701. She bad. Oh my god, Mako Kanji. Look. You see her in regular outfit, and you still think she ain't nothing to fuck with. She got good pedigree too. Lay Snowblade. I haven't seen that yet, but I have seen just about all of her female prisoner Scorpions. Now beware if you're gonna pursue that series. They're kind of out of order in storytelling. Hell, half the time you think the first movie is a sequel, actually.
Well, Kill Bill was kind of like that, because when the bride, when she was showing the people she was knocking off, she was doing it. It was done in reverse order. So the
not female prisoner though.
Oh, Asian one. I can't think of her character. Is actually the first kill, but in the movie, it's the last part of the movie.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Oren is the first kill.
Yeah, it's the first.
She's the first kill,
and
Vivica A. Fox's character was the second.
Yeah.
But what's the third? L is still in question, and Bill was the last.
Right. It just went in reverse order. Yeah.
The first movie, yeah, but the second movie went chronological now.
Right. Yeah, that's how it went. Yeah.
With a bit of a sidestep in here and there, but it's not bad. Like, nobody's ain't.
I'm back.
Good.
Okay, what's that? What's that on screen?
Female prisoner Scorpion 701.
Okay.
Japanese movie that you need to check out.
Okay, I thought it was something. It was porno. It seemed like.
Negro.
The reason why I thought it was porn because you described it as being a female prison movie. Like, so is it porn?
How does anything like that look like it's from a freaking porno? It looks like it came from a fashion magazine.
Yeah.
Okay. No, because
I mean, Japan is very accustomed to fashion anyway, so yeah.
Because he said earlier it's as a female prison movie. So wait, is it porn? I mean,
not every female prison is a porn. I mean, you got some shit in there that's like a porn, but like in female prison Scorpion, nah, nothing like that, man. That's you're talking about you're confusing prison porn with prison exploitation movies.
Okay.
And female prisoners are prison exploitation movies made in Japan.
Yeah.
Now, if you really want me to show some porn, there you go.
I mean,
You happy?
the worst.
You happy?
The worst.
You welcome.
The worst piece of sequential law I've ever read was a shitty porn manga about a power girl keep getting raped. I mean,
you gonna bring that shit up? I'm gonna have to kick your ass out.
I think you're just now killing Leia now.
No, you go ahead and have your fun.
She usually the one to behave ourselves.
Okay, I won't bring it up. But
yeah, you said enough of your piece, damn it. I don't understand why you like 50 damn times you still bring that shit like it's new. I'm on the second chapter, by the way. You haven't deterred my ass.
I mean,
you failed. I'm gonna leave that for you to be traumatized, Fizz.
Sleep well. What? What is it? What? I mean, what? Is just hair going crazy?
You sound like that's your way of sounding badass.
What? Just a hair going crazy. How's that scary?
Look, man, if you want to sound badass, you need to work on it.
Not really. I just don't have a reaction.
I don't care if you have a reaction. That's gonna affect you later on. I'd say revisit that in your nightmares, bitch.
I don't have dreams.
I feel bad for you then.
I don't have dreams. Whenever I go to sleep, we just pitch blackness and then wake up.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You got sleep apnea or some shit?
No, whenever I go to sleep, I literally recall nothing but pitch blackness. So
you probably
somebody's not a dreamer.
He probably
dreams. How the hell you get ideas anyways? Usually an idea comes from a dream.
What are you gonna say, Leah?
Go ahead, Leah.
I said, Fizz, you probably do dream, you just don't remember them. Some people don't remember their dreams as well as others.
I don't.
Sometimes I remember a few.
He's got that Love and Thunder. I ain't taking that shit off for everybody to confirm that shit. Not yet. I promise y'all Japanese. So here's Japanese. It's gonna stay for a while. Let that sink into your minds.
I mean,
I ain't talking about you.
Yeah. Hey. I do think a superpower person having sex with their own daughter can be used as a plot point in some kind of.
Seriously, man, you ready to get kicked out?
What?
You keep bringing that shit up. We already talked about that shit. We ain't having this conversation no more.
No. It can't be used as a plot point. One of my villains in my comics, but I'm not.
Okay, you won't use it, then don't use it.
I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be used as a plot point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm going to use it on that. That's the thing.
If you're not sure, then don't use it. Whether you use it or not, that's something with the utmost certainty. While you cycling around ideas, have you been ironing out the ideas that you keep bringing up?
Well, I pretty much thought the plot finally got the plot and the names, the characters of a mystical killer kid down. I just ain't got to I guess got to put it on put the type it out the script about the actual script. I finally thought everything's gonna happen. Finally. I got the names. I got the names. For example, the cat's gonna be named Pagano.
I wonder who you talking about, Victoria. But no, she has a comment that actually I want to dig in real quick, and I hope Trooper will back me up on this one too. She said some people say that white people will use borrowed stuff from black culture and take credit as people who originally. Is it true or not? Fuck no, it's not true.
Yeah, see the thing is, black people have major hang-ups in regards to history. So they always try to make it seem like black people did everything. Afrofuturism, Afro past or something.
Well, don't y'all know y'all were first in Europe now too? So
exactly, it doesn't make any sense. And we know historically don't make any sense, but they trying to say black people create everything because black people were the first people on earth.
Y'all did, but y'all was kings though.
No, I'll tell you where they got that from.
Yeah,
the fucking feminist
interweb.
No, they got that shit from the feminist movie because what do the fucking feminists always drum the fuck up? Oh, they just stole it from the idea from a woman and they claimed it was theirs.
That's right. That's right.
Like so the black people are emulating the feminists as usual. As fucking usual. And y'all still wondering why we ain't getting ahead because you count down to some fucking cat women. Every single time you let our women count out to these bitches. What you gonna say, Trooper, about this shit? What you got to say, man?
Nothing. I have nothing to say. I mean, y'all want my superheroes. You know, y'all want to appropriate my food. Like y'all want. I'm like, take it all, take it.
I'm like, I've never saw the day where I felt the need to take from the white man.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm like I've never been raised on that shit to take from the white man.
Hey, all I know is that Billy Olsen, he black now. So, oh no, Jimmy Olsen. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why is Jimmy Olsen gonna be black? Is he gonna be black in every adaptation now?
Yeah. No, my thing is why is he not?
But he's not gonna be just any black dude.
Guardian.
He's gonna be like a nerdy beta black dude because you can't be an alpha black dude. You can't be an alpha black dude.
I remember that.
Yeah, like
I remember that. I remember that new design of Jimmy Olsen. Oh, yeah, fuck that noise.
Yeah, my Adventure Superman thing. I'm
like
not
a gay ass smart guy.
But here's the thing. They also like to erase the black man by pushing the whole interracial family thing now. You notice that on the like commercials and movie theater trailers, it's always some dude and some chick, but the chick is always of a darker persuasion.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
I've noticed that a lot lately.
So you mean to tell me it's okay to erase a black man from mainstream culture too? You just can't say it out loud. So
yeah, we always next in line once they attack the white man.
Right.
I already know that. We next pray every single time.
Yes, I'm seeing a lot of TV shows where the black men are now gay or in a gay relationship.
Yep.
I'm seeing tons of that.
Like the little D+ commercial, child please, or whatever the dude says. I don't remember. He's up in a dress. I was like, yeah, that's a bit too much for me.
Oh, Billy Porter. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
In another life, I would have been accepting of that if he was just a drag queen fairy godmother, and they would have left that shit right there. Mm-hmm. But then he told us, "Oh, Magic ain't got no gender, baby.
Magic ain't got no gender."
Look, my thing is, if I had to write that scene, I would be like, girl, they look, girl, your fairy godmother was on call, but she had took a vacation, so I'm filling in for her. I'm supposed to be going to print today. But I guess we'll have to just work with what we got, sweetheart.
Be like, see, I was having my drumstick and my watermelon, and then your grandmama called out sick, so here I am.
Yeah, he has a book out too. I don't know what it's even about. I don't even want to read it.
Well, here's the thing. You can't even share watermelon anymore. What was it? I think What was that story? Was it out of Amazon or Walmart or some company or something? It was like some company like Potluck or something, and suddenly fried chicken and watermelon became like racist. So
Okay,
It was always racist.
okay,
Suddenly, it's now a new thing for these motherfuckers.
I want to ask.
Yeah.
I want to ask everybody. So this is a genuine question.
okay,
How's having a whole comic with somebody masturbates funny?
Repeat that question.
How's having a whole comic book with somebody masturbates funny?
Where somebody masturbates.
Yeah, how's that
What
funny?
is it? Why did that creep in your fucking mind?
well,
you know
because that's
why.
like every leftist. That's like every leftist comic book. I mean, it's proverbial, but like for real. Because now you got what Superman's son is now
you know-
gender fluid. So
No, not talking about that. I'm talking about literally. I mean, literally. How's a whole comic book? How a comic book with somebody masturbates are funny somehow?
who's got one out there like that?
Well, don't melt my daughter again.
Oh, you got 3 strikes right now, motherfucker. Are you really trying to push me?
That's a genuine question. I don't know how it's funny.
How the fuck is that a
But
genuine
it's
question?
not
You
funny.
keep bringing up
It's
the
not
topic. I
funny.
told you to stop
I don't
bringing it
know.
up.
I don't know how it would be funny though.
Why are you still on that shit right now?
Because I hate the book so much. I'm still trying to
I
think.
don't care if you hate the book. I told you to drop it.
Yeah. I mean, you already know I'm working on a fan
When I
fic
say
with-
drop it, motherfucker, you drop it. You don't revisit it. You don't repackage it. You don't reopen it. You
No,
drop it.
you already know I'm working on a fanfic in which I'm have big
I
head.
don't want to hear about your fanfic right now. I want you to drop the damn conversation about that shit.
Be like breaking news.
Or not.
Furry
That shit is fucking
Furry
talk
was
about.
caught at the border bull whipping Haitian migrants
That
about some comic book.
shit right now. Like I said, you try my patience right now.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he trying you. Is
Yeah,
that
he
the
trying-
expression?
You're trying to be the Lancer here, Fizz. You're trying to be here the Lancer.
No,
Look,
there ain't no
everybody,
answer.
look, I know it's on everybody face Planet Earth has the same sense of humor, right? So
Right.
No.
at least that's what movie critics say.
Yeah. But what I'm saying,
that-
why you keep bringing that shit up? That's been on your mind all day.
No.
No.
I just bring up on
Then
screen.
why
I
don't
just
you
bring up
bring
on
up
screen.
something else?
Because like I said, I can't bring up
Because what?
any positive. You won't hear that either. You just want to hear that either. I mean, you won't hear about Hitmonkey because the company is associated with.
Bro, I would love to hear Hitmonkey. My thing is, why you keep bringing that up when you have other things to talk about? You got something to say about Hitmonkey? Yeah, bring that up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been in your mind so far. When I know you got a lot of shit you want to talk about.
Hitmonkey was surprisingly good. I wish they had more cartoons in America like that, where it's you don't have to be held back for kids, but at the same time it's an action show. Like, but that's the thing. Like, these shows never seem to reach mainstream success though. That's what I don't get. It's like, how come it does? How come it don't?
Reach mainstream success? We seen what happens when certain shows do reach mainstream success.
What?
They fall down after a while. They fall over after a while. They give them more seasons, and suddenly it gets stupider and stupider.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of Hitmonkey, it was never gonna get a second season anyway because Kevin Feige don't say it don't fit the Marvel brand.
So why don't you go ahead and buy the damn Blu-ray and just watch the
It's
first?
not never gonna be on Blu-ray. It's on Hulu.
I'm sure there's a lot of streaming shows that have physical copies.
So I don't have a Blu-ray
I've seen
player.
it. Well, you better go invest one.
Wait, you
Don't
don't
tell
have
what
a PS4?
You don't have
I
a console of
console.
anything.
What?
because I
You
paid
in
$12.40.
Georgia, man.
Where do you live? Inglewood? Like,
I
I'm
Everybody
saying,
else
like, this nigga live in Georgia. I'm like, how the fuck you don't own shit
oh,
and you live in Georgia?
My parents can never afford anything. Okay.
oh,
What's the problem then?
you live in the
What do you
state
mean, oh?
that You live in a state that suffered a quote unquote pipe burst. I get it.
Shit.
Well, they had a pipe burst in the gym on the other side of the building, and they had to kind of halt counting votes because hashtag reasons. So
Wow.
Off the break real quick.
Well, no wonder why it even sounds like that other Irish song I posted on the MeWe.
Hey, pump your brakes real quick. Leia, are you with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
of course I
You're
am.
fine, yeah.
Oh, okay. I fell out for a few.
I just finished answering my mail. What you talking about, Wolfie? I'm right here.
Oh, stop.
I was going to do that to lure you out because you were.
Of course you wanted to do that.
You just-
You know, like she was kind of quiet. Like, quick, get the Steve out.
Okay, fair enough.
Or the Chris.
You got
Chris.
what I need.
Just hurry. Hurry, lay us out.
But
Quickly.
say
Get all
she
three
just
guys. Get all the
friend.
three shitted Chris's.
But she
Be
says
like,
she's
Bob.
just a
Get Chris
friend.
Evans. Get Chris Hemsworth. Get Chris Pratt. Get him in there. Get these guys in there.
I'm gonna leave
You
that.
got what I need.
What is true?
No, He's saying, you got what I need. You say he just a friend. You say he just oh baby, you got what I need. You say he just a friend.
Wait, really? Sony's screwing over PS3 owners?
I'm still trying to get over Float On, Wolf.
Mm-mm.
That's next time. Don't worry.
Oh,
we ain't doing no opening yet. Like
Oh.
you gotta let me rest up on that one. I
I'll
just
let
did
you-
sympathy for the Delphs on Tuesday. Come on now, girl. You trying to drain a wolf?
No, take your time. Take your time. I'm not rushing you. You can
Don't
take
worry,
your
we got America Chavez now, so
Oh, good
Nah,
Lord.
nah.
Don't bring that garbage up.
but
I'm not going to
Nah,
see
nah,
no
nah, fuck
America
that.
Chavez. Me
Mm.
neither. I'm not
Mm-mm.
watching no America Chavez. I don't care.
you break the rules and you're a hero. I break the rules and I'm a villain. It just
Don't-
doesn't seem fair. I'm like, here we go.
Here we go with the whining. Oh my goodness, with the women. This is. Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
when did Wanda become a woman? Like, Wanda was never a woman.
No, she never was.
All right, she did say that
Yeah.
bullshit, didn't she?
Yeah. I said,
That would be
Uh,
something.
I'm not
That
paying
would be
money.
something Mordo would say. That's something
Right.
Mordo would say.
By the way, this might be
Nah,
weird,
nah.
but when
It ain't worse than my superhero days are over.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
this
Yeah.
might be weird, but
Sound like Sylvester
When
Stallone now? My days
Yes.
are over.
Sweet child of mine.
this may be weird, but
Oh, sweet child of mine. Go ahead, Fizz. What you gonna say?
this may be weird, but when I first saw the first Doctor Strange movie, I couldn't tell Mordo was in it because he's black.
That ain't weird. That's
Was the room dark? Was that it? Like you just
No,
couldn't
no,
tell?
no, no. I couldn't tell he was Mordo.
You couldn't even tell just from the way that he's dressing green? Because
No,
green is
no.
always his trademark color.
No, but I couldn't
No,
tell it's supposed to be Mordo because his race is wrong. I couldn't even tell it's supposed to be Mordo. Was that- wait,
Yeah,
that's
because
not
they
Mordo?
they
Racist?
color washed Mordo because
Yeah, 'cause
reason.
the comic books is white. I can't even tell it's supposed to be him. So I didn't.
Negro,
look at
they color watch the Kingpin. You had a hard time finding him out too?
No, I
Well,
can tell
that's
it's- he's still big and strong like the king, like Wilson Fisk. So it's still kind of passed over.
you
Well,
need to do better, Senator. You need to do better.
And even then,
Right?
Right.
like he still got the same right body build, so I can still kind of tell it's supposed to be Kingpin.
Right.
What
shit.
Mordo and the MCU, I couldn't even tell it was Mordo. I didn't even know. I did
Look,
after the
man.
movie was over.
That's the problem with the MCU as a whole. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Of course that is, yeah.
Really
Yes.
detailed.
That's the problem with it now. I was looking forward to seeing Mordo, but then when they found out they race swapped, I'm like, oh, forget it. Oh, forget it. Oh, forget it. Jeez.
Or
Like-
let's tell him the truth. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Picard. Okay.
Okay.
I really want to hear from a cyborg captain. Okay.
Because I finally found out. Because I finally figured out what was wrong with this world. Too many sorcerers. That's your.
Oh, they're
problem?
not even going to go down that storyline.
I
They
know.
they abandoned that.
Yeah, they threw out the MCU threw out a lot of storylines. They threw out the leader
Yep.
storyline. I know they had to though because couldn't make another Hulk movie. They threw out the Scorpion storyline, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Mhm.
because I don't know why I threw it out actually, but I didn't know
I
if
didn't
y'all
either.
actually. A reason why MC threw it out, I think the reason why they threw it out is because nobody cares about this version of Spider-Man. This version of Spider-Man really.
Then why bring him in the first place? Y'all didn't commit.
Yeah, they threw out so them throwing out Mordo that doesn't really phase me. I'm like, okay, not surprised there.
Well, it fazed me because I wanted to what's in the comics I want to see on screen, and I don't like the fact that what's really why I'm just about fed up with this political garbage for the MCU is them taking away beloved characters that we love and race swapping them simply just because what you do is you're saying to you basically it's an insult. People don't realize all of you out there that are paying money for this race swap, it's insulting because it's saying to yourself, you can't carry characters on your own.
Affirmative action too.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. I completely forgot about him in the first Doctor Strange movie, which I like, but Web Border, I'm like, oh, who was that? Oh yeah, that guy, that black guy.
I think he was more though. I just don't.
I didn't
Look. Here's the thing. But here's the thing though. He turns evil at the end. I'm like, okay, I assumed that he was gonna be a Sinestro type where he's gonna be an ally for a while and then he becomes evil.
But he threw him out because nobody cares. Because
he left, and I'm like, bruh, like we going through the fucking MCU proper, right? I'm like, what the fuck is Mordo doing right now?
Yeah, nobody. Because the reason why is that the Riders don't really care. They make clear they don't care. I mean, look at what Shazam 2 was doing.
Well, I don't know because I didn't like the first Shazam movie.
I love first
the
Shazam.
only person. I didn't like it.
I only did one rewrite from Shazam. Just one rewrite. Billy Batson.
What's wrong with Billy?
Yeah.
I don't care for tired, sad ass Billy. I want hopeful Billy.
Yeah, he does.
Exactly.
Yeah,
wanna know why? Because it's DC Comics.
I don't want to wait for him to be hopeful at the end. Damn it! I want him. Look, I wanted to pull a reverse card on the Uno deck on that shit. Make him the hopeful person and make the damn foster people fucking all freaking pessimistic and shit like that. That would have worked in my favor.
This is very true.
I had a problem with both. But go ahead and finish, Wolf.
Like I'm all throughout he acting all antisocial and shit. I'm like, fuck I don't like this Billy Batson. Nah. I was like happy go lucky Billy Batson. Always happy and jovial. What's it like I don't care if he's in foster care. I'm like the parents are like freaking giving him good meals, giving him good shelter, and the motherfucker still worrying about his damn mother and shit. I'm like, man, you ain't got it through your head. Your bitch of a mother left your ass. She didn't ask you to get your ass.
I put that blame on Jeff Johns for that. As much as he did my favorite Superman origin story, Superman Secret Origin, yeah, his Shazam one was really bad.
You should be worrying more about your next meal and shelter over your damn head at this point. You run around robbing stores, just to fuck
I have a problem with it because like I said,
hang on. You trying to cut in on me? Hang on, relax.
When furries attack,
right? But like I'm sitting here, he faking robbing a store and shit so he can look at the damn fucking phone book in a freaking police vehicle. I'm like, bruh, you should be worrying about having your next meal and shit and getting shelter. I don't think looking for your mama should be your top priority.
But it's his mama. He wants his mama. It's about his mama.
I be like, look, I'm looking for food. I'm looking for shelter. You know,
right.
Like at this point, I'd be like, my mom left my ass. She abandoned me. Like I see this family, you know, they put me in foster care. The family took me in with a bunch of kids I don't even know, but shit, we got good dinner. Everybody's singing, happy and play. I'll be happy as a motherfucker right now. I got school again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck my mom.
No, thank you.
I'm a real life mom. But I'm just saying, like if I was in Billy's shoes, I'm like, fuck my mom. Like I got a family. Like, she ain't did shit to look for my ass either. Granted, again, he didn't know about that until the end. But I was like, bruh, at this point, like, and then on top of that, the whole how he meets Shazam, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that at all.
Everybody was like, oh, he went after Freddie Freeman to protect him. Like, yeah, after he felt guilty about walking away. You don't need no you need an incentive to save his ass, a cripple boy.
Yeah,
really?
At that point in the movie, he didn't even care about himself. At that point in the movie,
no shit. But what I'm saying,
But is that Billy Batson though?
No, my thing is that's what got Shazam to pick his ass. Like he protected his heart. Like what heart? A guilty heart? Really? That's like you protected your sacred heart. I'm like, yeah, a guilty heart. You didn't protect Freddy altruism. You protected him because that was gonna look bad on your ass when they got home. You were there and you weren't gonna do a damn thing to help Freddy in that situation. Guilty. You did it out of fucking guilt. I was like, that ain't no fucking hero.
The reason you're getting this Billy Batson with this bad attitude is because you've got now these writers coming into comics who are angry because their life wasn't the Brady Bunch. So now they want to take it out write it in the comics. And since my life wasn't the Brady Bunch, no, everybody's life was like the Brady.
Hang on, Led. Fizz, what do you have to say in this situation? Because you was really fighting your way to say this shit.
Look, I felt the character progression was natural. Again, since
is that Billy Batson though?
I don't know. I barely read Shazam comics, but I'll leave it.
Yeah, knock it off. Nah, I don't want to hear no more. I'm disgusted by you. Dismissed. Child. It made up a few things, but like those were the one. This is one of the reasons why I won't own the movie physically. Because those two things I didn't like. I was like Billy, really?
Right?
Billy.
The only thing
I like the film. I like the film, given its shortcomings. I mean, it had a lot of them, but truth be told, it was a family film. It was fun to watch. Took a nice girl.
The only thing,
her name was Sarah.
Mary Morrow was pretty cute in that movie, though. I would say that. I was like, that's Mary Morrow? Oh, okay. Cool.
Well, here's my thing. I mean, at least with Shazam, I mean, you could see that there was an attempt to try to solidify some form of DCEU, even though, of course, we're now back at the drawing board, and now we got Pat Bat, whatever, Twilight Bat, whatever. 3 hours of hunching his shoulders to look bigger. But whatever, that was 3 hours I could have done without. I'll be perfectly honest. I could have done without it. I sat through it, hated it. Didn't need Catwoman to preach to me from the movie screen, really. Right. So that wasn't fun either. So
the only thing I didn't get in Shazam was why all the kids sent to Shazam 2 at the end. That's why I didn't get.
That's something that was alien to you.
It's from the New 52.
I know it's from New 52. But that's why I don't. That's one thing I don't. That's the only thing. That's one thing I don't like.
Oh, that it was from the New 52, or
exactly. Look, even when we go back and read New 52 stuff, that's the one thing I don't like. New 52 Justice League stuff. That's one thing I don't like. The other Shazams, like what? Seriously?
I don't know. New 52 for me was kind of lukewarm, but it made an attempt to be something other than what it was.
No, most New 52 stuff is bad. I mean, the only thing that's really done well was Batman for the most part.
Everyone gravitated towards Batman. Like truth be told, DC is never going to get out of their beginning stage. There will always be rebooting some film. They'll always be rebooting some origin story.
Yeah,
it's always going to be some hot female playing, Batwoman. We haven't even gotten there yet. I was going to say, Catwoman, and for all we know, we'll get an Asian Catwoman this go around. You know,
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
There'll be
Well,
a
actually,
content
no.
on
Actually,
it
no.
based off the
Hollywood tends to have this subversive hate towards Asian actors as well, because you don't get a lot of that either. So, I mean, except for the one chick in the vagina commercial, but.
Water bottle woman you talking about? The water bottle woman you talking about?
We're talking about Catwoman in the Batman thing with
Hi,
freaking.
I'm Kara, and I love to but I hate my period.
Man. That's about Aquafina.
But I love my Shark Week. But I love my Shark.
Wow, baby, me so horny.
Basically, what it all comes down to with many heroes and how they're written, especially with how Batman and Superman are written today, is they forgot. I've watched this from Literature Devil.
Right.
It's the four virtues of the hero. Which
Right.
I know what the first three are. I forgot what the fourth one was. Prudence, justice, fortitude, and what was the fourth one?
I watch him too. I remember I watched that same video final. I did forget. I don't know if it's self-sacrifice or something else.
Temperance.
Temperance. That's what it is. Thank you.
Yep.
But they always forget about that, and yet, he even brought up with Zack Snyder and Women of Marvel for an example is that they always use the corrupted, the corrupted heroes or anti-heroes or villains like Harley to even push that because they have this concept of never growing up or the eternal child. Carl Jung had talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Since last year, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing that you've seen now lately, or at least what Hollywood seems to be pushing, or at least the groomers at the most magical place on earth.
They're coming after
They're coming after your children. But no, it's what is it? The perfect example was Godzilla King of the Monsters, where the villain more essentially is written almost like a hero, and your hero more or less is written like a villain.
We thought about Godzilla.
Would you listen to him first before you ask that question?
Because if you were watching like King of the Monsters, you remember Dr. What's Her Face. She's like, "I'm doing it to save the world," or whatever it was.
Mhm.
But in the way it was written, and that's what Skinner and I got into a spat about, was that there tends to be an inversion in writing now, where heroes are written more like you would write a villain, and vice versa.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
or at least that's how most leftists write these heroes now.
Yeah, I know Shazam
Yeah.
didn't do that. I know Shazam didn't do that. I mean,
No, that was before. That was before we went full weird. That was I think Shazam was still during the 45th administration, so there was still some content coming out that wasn't as bad, and it was more towards this last election that suddenly all the content just went full tilt. So,
Mhm.
well, did you guys see how Florida has, on a 23-16 vote, has revoked the groomers' special tax exemption, their special status, and also they're able to kind of self-govern themselves? That's no longer. Like, Disney is now, they are in a bad place.
They're in
So-
a very. I did see that. I was going to bring that up
Ours
next.
are gonna be
Since you're
falling
there.
this year.
They are in a god awful situation. They really
Oh, yeah.
are. They
Yeah, they
really,
really are.
are in all the way around. They are an absolute mess. The Disney Plus subscribers are either dropping or it wasn't as high as they thought it was, and now this comes up, and it's I think also what I want to break up here. Chapek's leadership is weakened because he bent the knee and gave in and didn't stand his ground or had the balls to stand up to these woke monsters that are now taking it over. And now this. So I think I think they're gonna fall. And one thing about Empire,
Oh, it'll definitely happen. Yeah.
it's gonna. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it coming. I do see it coming. I see it coming. They are gonna
Like they say,
fall under the
we're gonna
power.
move to another state. Like move it to New York. Yeah, because that totally work. And besides, why don't you move that there? Where are you gonna put it?
Looks
Yeah.
like the South, like the Hell in the South.
I'm
Gonna
like, please
go
move.
there.
Please do. Please move to a blue state. Please
Hey!
do.
Good evening or afternoon, everyone.
Hey there.
Yo,
Who is that?
It's dumb.
It's
it's
Dominic.
hello,
Home Fry.
Hello,
Home
Dom.
Fry. Home Skillet. Dominic.
Hello,
The Hell in the
Dom.
South, everybody. Come on,
Nikki.
man. It's dumb.
Nikki. Dom. So,
Trooper,
what's
do you
up,
think-
Home Slice?
Hey,
What you
right
got?
Trooper, I was going to ask you, did this start
Hmm.
with Iger? Did he set this train in motion
Yes.
before he left? I think so too.
You
I
know,
think- I think-
it's so hazy now because all this literally it was a conglomeration of all these leaders. So you had Sherry Redstone, you had Bob Iger, you had, you know, everyone's favorite, you know, Crapleen Kennedy, you had her, you had all these freaking people at all these franchises slowly start to do the same thing. And you know, if you go further down the rabbit hole, you find out that a lot of these conglomerations, you know, are more or less owned by other corporations. And then we can go into the whole rabbit hole of BlackRock and Vanguard and all that, but let's not. So let's say, for at least for all makes and purposes, let's say that it just started right around The Last Jedi. In terms of films, you know, for anyone who's listening or anyone who's trying to kind of catch on to, okay, when did we go full weird? Because I don't remember. It just happened all at once. So for me, the way it happened with me is, I went and I saw The Farce Awakens. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. I guess I could do that. I mean, I'll sit through it.
Like,
So I sat through it.
Start. I mean, I don't know why people.
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone kind of went into it with kind of like an open mind. But, you know, me sitting through the film, I'm like, it looks like Star Wars, sounds like Star Wars. This isn't Star Wars to me, but everyone's like, oh, wow, yay! And they're all clapping and stuff. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, so
Probably because the prequels, they didn't like it.
Well, if we're talking about, you know, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and, you know, Revenge of the Sith, you know, that's a whole different generation of viewers. But, you know, these films literally are geared for a newer generation. So it's now about, you know, hero deconstruction. So, you know, Last Jedi comes around and it's even worse than the first one. So, and like the money literally almost halves in less than a month, and now they're blaming franchise fatigue. Suddenly there's a new buzzword. It's franchise fatigue. Oh, there's too much Star Wars. How can there be too much Star Wars? Star Wars is literally 6 films at this point, plus one. If you want to go ahead and start counting their Disney content. Heck, you can even count Rogue One, which I didn't really have a problem with Rogue One. My problem with Rogue One is that you didn't really need to make that film. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
the only cool thing about Rogue One is literally the last montage when they get to, you know, when they get to Scarab. That was literally the only part of the film that was worth watching.
Lord of the Rings war after that.
And
I already knew everybody's going to die.
Take it a bit further. Cut all that out and do literally the scene where you start to see, like, when you start to see, and at this point we don't know it's Vader's ship. Of course we do. I mean, we all know what Vader's ship looks like. Going to, you know, again, the Rebel Force fleet, if you will. Again, we're not supposed to know what this is. Of course, we all know what this is. I mean, we've seen this film. But take that montage along with the big hallway scene and tack it on to A New Hope, and suddenly it makes A New Hope in the subsequent films almost like a journey about Leia. And granted, we meet Darth Vader first doing the hallway scene, but we don't know, we technically don't know who he is up until they both meet. So it makes it a little bit more Leia-centric. So that's the only portion of Rogue One that I even watch, if I even tack it on to any of my viewing at all. So
The more I think about it, yeah, Rogue One is almost kind of a pointless film, and I feel the same
Yeah,
way
it's a
when
very pointless
Kenobi,
film.
whenever
Yeah.
Kenobi is about to come out, like
Yeah,
the Kenobi show.
There's no because we don't look. The Rogue One is literally just the opening crawl of Episode 4 as a movie.
Yeah, Rogue One to me was a film that didn't need to be made. You didn't need it. It didn't need to be made. I think it was just greed that made that film. I did see it. I didn't care for it. I forgot about it afterwards because.
Let me throw my spin on it real quick. All you guys are right, by the way.
Oh, I know I'm right.
Oh shit! You
Truth, I had the same reaction to The Force Awakens as you did.
Yeah,
everybody was. I had the same reaction, and then the way Han Solo, one of my all-time favorite characters from Star Wars.
I'll just give you my takeaway for that movie.
Dumbest minute, I walked out.
Well, the thing is, like my takeaway from Rogue One, I was like, damn. I never thought I'd come across a Star Wars movie that made fucking AT-ATs like scary again, like in fucking Empire Strikes Back.
Well, you didn't even see them be scary at this point. I mean, they just as far as like AT-ATs or their version of them that we see in like Last Jedi, they just literally looked like I hate to be racist. They just literally look like gorillas is what they look like. So the way they're walking, because you see how they're as far as the positioning of the AT-ATs when they walk, it's almost like they're kind of walking on their knuckles, if you will. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's supposed to be neat or trendy, but it doesn't come like, it doesn't come across to me over the screen like that to me. I mean, I've seen that type of motion, and it comes from seeing like a gorilla or anything like that. Like if you've ever seen them walk. So, but truth be told, that's how it was for me. But then again, we were also having problems at this point with Star Trek Discovery too.
Oh yeah.
All of that was starting to come out. So it was from different sources. It was almost like it was in concert with each other. Whether you would like to believe there's some big conspiracy with that or not, that's up to you. But if you ever notice like any trend, and we've talked about it on this podcast till, YouTube land turns blue, but we've all talked about it. Leia's talked about it. Schooner's talked about it. I've talked about it. That, there's this one thing that maybe one film or say like Marvel or something does right or wrong, and then they all have to mimic the same thing in different ways. So, because out of nowhere, close to a decade, suddenly DC, oh yeah, we're going to have our own DCEU. I'm like, I would like to see you try. I'm like, if you can find a way to break the formula of disposable films that Disney makes, because remember, like, Disney bought most of these scripts already made. All they literally had to do was fund them. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, Disney's so based. Oh, Feige's so based. No, I mean, the Russo brothers had a hand in it too. And, most people like to kind of disregard them as far as their work on those subsequent films and script changes. So, but, you take them out, and suddenly what do you have? You have this phase that doesn't really make any sense. You have WandaVision, which was kind of okay. Towards the end, it was a little sus. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's my favorite character. I'll give it that. Yeah, whatever. It's more for a female audience or whatnot. And then you have, replacement Negro and, and a friend called Bucky.
Yeah.
You got to do better, Senator. Like, oh, okay. And here you are, you see these fools on car commercials. I'm like, wait a minute, when did this become
better than you who's fumbling around while you superheroing?
Right,
you
right.
And your white homeboy?
Yeah, your home skillet. So okay, so it's like, all right, cool, whatever. People are still watching it. Oh, I'm a Marvel fan. I gotta watch it to see what happens next. I'm like, no, that's not why you watch it. You watch it because it's an experience, and they're not even giving you that anymore. So, and then we had the next subsequent, serving on Disney Plus, and here's the thing.
I didn't even watch the Disney Plus shows. I might watch Moon
Knight, and that's my thing. That's my thing. This whole phase was literally about launching Disney Plus, and if you didn't watch Disney Plus, you didn't miss out on anything. You really did not.
You didn't.
The most, and what really kills me this stuff that's happening with Love and Blunder is that
Love and Plunder.
Yeah.
is that I'm not going to say, oh, well, it was COVID. It's been too long. It's COVID fatigue. Oh, it's COVID. The numbers are going to be so low. Well, No Way Home has already proven that to be wrong. That if you do a good film, people will turn out. Now, the argument is, oh, they have their own built-in audience. It's 3 generations of people that have been plugged into, Spider-Man. Everyone was there to see the Spider. Whether it was Andy, whether it was Toby, whether it was Tom. Oh, well, it's not a good script. It is a good script because it actually did what it was supposed to do. It did fan service. 1, it stayed close to the characters as true as possible as you could do them with all the licensing and all that crazy stuff that had to be agreed upon to get all those 3 actors on the same screen. And then on top of that, you're also bringing back villains from previous iterations of this character and having to deal with the licensing issues and being able to show a character that closely resembles what the audience remembers without making too many changes just to make change for the sake of change. So yes, that is a very successful film, but look at where Disney is right now. We have Moon Knight now? No one. I don't see any interest in watching Moon Knight. I'm sure there's like a little fringe, woke demographic that wants to see that. I'm not interested in seeing it. She-Hulk is on the
because they really did Moon Knight dirty in that show.
Yeah. There's no reason to watch any of this Disney Plus content because it's gonna be.
I have no desire of watching Spider-Man No Way Home because.
Did y'all not hear me? Dom talks after Trooper.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the chat.
Yes, master.
Memo to me. Name you after my meeting.
Big Daddy Dark Chocolates. Say it right, man. Say my name right.
Say my name.
Right. Don't make me slap you with my pudding hand.
Oh goodness. But yeah, so getting back to when this whole woke thing started, it started towards 2020. I mean, you can't pinpoint one area where it started, but you can see where the studios suddenly started to jump on that train. Now, if Aloise was here, she would more than likely point out that this is another example of how social media has been able to influence pop culture in a way so quickly that wasn't able to occur before, prior to Twitter and prior to, Crackbook. I don't know who's on Crackbook anymore because I'm not. I mean, I talk to you guys. I mean, we're on MeWe. So, I mean, if you guys at YouTube land want to, chat with us or whatever, we're on MeWe. I mean, we're not hard to find. So,
Eloise, the same thing applies to you. Dom still has to talk after Trooper.
But it's that thing where it's like we see that these movie houses are being steered in a way by some 2-3% fringe group that likes to LARP about caring about other people. It's not that they truly care about other people; they just like to LARP that they do. I mean, that's the easiest way for me to put it. Like, they don't care about Black culture for the sake of caring about Black culture, because you and I have talked about this before, along with Leia privately, that they're all about dictating what Black culture is by erasing Black culture. Like, what is Black culture at this point in 2022? We don't really know. All we know is that, Black characters are taking over your main characters. But when they do, it's just to color wash them. There's no substance. There's nothing different about them. Like, I can't have a white Luke Cage because that's wrong. But I can definitely have a Black Superman, which we have had prior. I mean, this isn't anything new. And we have had a Black Green Lantern. This is not new either, but they're adding now. So now we've got Riri Williams as the new Iron Man. That's literally... Yes. That's now self-inserting a woke character into an established franchise. And that's what I'm really getting at. So let me get off this podium so everyone can talk, because I do need to study a little bit. So,
yeah, motherfucker. Don't be. Go ahead, Dominic, because I invited you and you haven't said a damn thing.
I know, Dominic.
I don't. No man left behind. Damn it.
That's right.
Hey, no worries. You're just saying. I'm just taking your precious. I'm just taking my time listening to what you have to say, and you do bring up some good points. As a follow up, the 2 to 3% that are part of this fringe portion of our population that LARP in caring about diversity, inclusion, and whatever, and this applies to anyone like regardless of their political affiliation. They say one thing, however, when you pay attention to their actions, it speaks the truth about who they are, their character. They don't practice what they preach.
Some guy.
Much like what philosophers like Noam Chomsky, in spite of other things that he's been doing lately, and not just in recent history, but for a good long while. Noam Chomsky, Thomas Sowell, and others, but especially with Thomas Sowell, who was critical with how like black culture has become, as echoing sentiments that Malcolm X has expressed, about being careful of people who say they're liberal but they aren't, who they're wolves in sheep's clothing. They say that you're their friend, you're their ally, but they have ulterior motives and they'll do anything for their own benefit. And this applies to like anyone like of any race, of any political affiliation, of any religion. And it's not exclusive. It applies to anybody. As much as like anyone are capable of abusing and harming others. No, it's a human issue. It's not restricted to one group of people or culture. And as someone like who was born in the mid to late 90s, 96, which is considered a millennial, it really surprised me. Yet I'm both surprised and yet frightened. That to see like how we as a culture and society in Western civilization has regressed from achieving a sense of true equality and diversity to this division.
Yeah, not texting your ass. I hear somebody's fucking phone vibrate. Stop calling me bitch.
It's not me this time.
You know that's Leia. Be like, oh, Steve. Oh. You know me so well, Steve. Shh. I'm on the stream.
You guys are wicked.
Anyway.
We gotta.
Hey, I can pick on Dominic too, so.
I mean, I pick on you guys all the damn time.
Be like, baby girl, hold up, I'm on a stream. But you know I love you.
Well, tell the motherfucker to wait. I got something important to talk to you about. What you got to talk about?
I love you.
Girl, I gotta tell you, Tommy done cheated on me again.
Yeah, can you let Dominic talk
about
now?
My past lives, baby.
Final, what stream are you on? We the talk shit stream, remember?
Dominic missed the whole comic book.
It's on the title.
Is it? It definitely is in the title.
Yeah, it's a chill stream, not a roast stream.
Right. It's a roast stream at this point.
Right.
It's any stream at this point. Shit, me and Fizz almost had a fucking fight on stream just now.
I know, you basically like when animals attack.
What, now it's just now turned into a free-for-all? Super Smash Bros. Now?
About earlier I mentioned Shazam. I'm talking about what Shazam 2 is doing. Like they dropping Mr. Mind plot they set up.
Look, man.
Okay.
Dominic's still talking.
Look, I don't know who wants to go see The Rock pretend to be Black Adam, because that dude is not Black Adam.
No, he isn't.
What?
I don't care.
Like
I don't care
he
about
gets
that.
on some commercial. He's like, "Oh, I want to support, the dementia patient. Peace. Let's all
I'm
get
not even gonna
together."
see that movie. I'm not even gonna see that movie.
Silence! I can't take that shit no more. I'm supposed to be speaking right now. The wolf has spoken.
So
Go ahead, Dominic. I'm sorry, man. You poor soul, you.
Yes. And you were listening to you too, Dominic. Please continue.
We're always listening to him.
Mhm. You're making.
I'm just being patient.
As you always.
Oh, all right. So as I was saying, like I said, I was born in '96. I'm a millennial, and also raised. I've been liberal minded for a good long while. And as time passed, I became more moderate, but still lean a classical liberal akin to JFK. And for most of my lifetime, so like what attracts me most to the characters here are their personality, their actions, and yeah, no pun intended, their character. I want to know more about them, how they became the people that they are through fiction. And it's through like the original Marvel animated universe, the DCAU, which then lead me to reading the comic books as well as literature classics, which helped form like help for like my understanding of storytelling, as well as world building. What we're seeing, and I think, and when I'm reading a character, their race or anything or any of their other superficial traits, they never come to mind. Like because I was raised like under the principles of Martin Luther King Jr. and Bob Ross and every other of my heroes is a person should be judged by the content of the character, not by the race or religion, and anything else in between. It really disappoints me that some of these people that we've regressed from that, and some people
Yeah, because nothing is subtle.
this division. Yes, there's no subtle. Also, there's what's missing in storytelling is subtlety. We're missing nuance of exploring such like mature and
I'm
such mature
happy
themes that
to
are
join
universal.
with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 50 years ago, a great America in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous day break to the end, a long night of our captivity, but 100 years later, the Negro is still not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so we come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. Oh boy, it's a long ass speech. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be tired by
right.
I'm looking at this show like
fuck.
I'm not gonna do that. Especially pretend to be Martin Luther King on this point. But hang on, Dom. The brilliant star that shines through the night. The raging stampede that tramples trouble. Rise, a man stands before you. Rise up, chop. Rise up, kick. And he had a dream that he was born in 1991.
He had a dream. He was born in 1991.
Continue, Dom.
I saw you at Tyler's.
But anyway, like.
Well, you do realize, Dominic.
Shift of driving us away from.
I was gonna say, you do realize that even though you're technically still somewhat of a classical liberal, you're now considered far right. So you're in that boat with the rest of us.
Well, I could care less because I know who I am, and from
That's a lot of booba. That's a lot of booba.
Then it speaks more about them. It speaks more about them, and it shows
does.
they're not willing to not only actively listen to
Yeah.
people of dissenting opinions, but also
Right.
but also like they're also shows like how closed and narrow-minded they are.
This is very true.
I hope Eloise is blushing with all this booba on the screen.
What, she likes booba?
Yeah, she's bi.
No, I don't know all that. But I don't keep up with these kids. So
Like I said, me personally, I don't.
I'm trying not to
care.
stare.
I see
care.
dick women don't have a reaction
I
to
don't
it.
care what you don't care about, Neo. Damn.
When I see
I asked Eloise. Is your name Eloise?
No.
Hey,
Is
yeah,
there
yeah,
A or your F?
yeah. My name
I'm
is Eloise.
I'm damn
My name is
Show.
Eloise. What you got to say about it? What you got to say about it?
No wolves
Oh
bite
my
dogs.
God. You guys are gonna kill me.
Oh, you still be killing
Seems like you
them
killed her.
I got a
Oh,
Otherwise, I
frog
ain't
stuck
my
in
job
their
right.
throat.
Seriously, now, what are your thoughts on? Well, here's the thing. What are your thoughts on Shazam 2's dropping Mr. Mind? Even though he set that up in the post-credit scene. Does these post-credit scenes not matter anymore?
They waste a good opportunity on that, but I don't care.
Well, as Wolf is currently
It's honestly,
showing
it's another.
some sexy
Hang on.
cosplay of the female cast of Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
As Wolf is currently showcasing some sexy cosplay of the female cast of Kingdom Hearts. Or it's this transition of escape from escapism, and giving us like good storytelling with characters that everyone can relate to that are not like them. It all started in the mid to late 2000s, specifically in around 2008 is when this shift started. And this was of course like during Obama's presidency, which in retrospect, now that people looking back, it wasn't all that good. Well, it was pretty much a continuation of Bush's presidency.
Mm-hmm.
And Boondocks like satirized that very well.
Yes, they did. Didn't get a chance to watch the episode, but I'm glad that they made the episode. Only saw a clip of it though.
But was that episode wrong? Wrong about people's sentiments of having the first black president without really looking into his policies.
Oh yeah, that was all a LARP. It was all about showing people that they didn't feel any guilt towards voting for a candidate that no one really looked into. It was literally just a big LARP to say, "Oh, I voted for so and so." That's what it really was. I mean, if you ask some of these people, like, they can't tell you why they voted. I mean, they'll give you the, oh, well, blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that, but they're not going to. I mean, this is the dude that went in during his first term, basically saying that marriage was between a man and a woman. And then suddenly, next term, love is love. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, that fast? In 4 years? In 4 years, you were enlightened? Did Big Mike change your mind for you?
Yeah. He said that.
Big Mike took that dick really good, didn't he?
Yeah, and again.
Well, that's what I heard many people say, that they voted for Obama, but they didn't know why. They voted about someone they didn't know much about. They just knew that he was black. Now, mind you, there are some, maybe the generation, the baby boomers like my parents, who grew up and faced the harsh realities of racism. I won't deny that. They've told me many stories. My parents were raised in the South, and they told me many stories about lynching and the racism they faced. My father saw lynchings. He saw these things. He was arrested himself for sitting at the wrong side, of a. He told me a story where he was arrested and held in jail one night because he sat in the white section of a cafe. And so I can see why they may have put more faith in putting Obama in the White House. I can see that. But for most people, having put that aside, there are some people that basically said that we don't know that much about him. We don't really know much about him. And also, I think when he legalized,
came out of nowhere at that point.
He just really just came out of nowhere. And I think that what happened is the woke nuts got spoiled by him because they thought by putting him in there, they were happy to be politically as free as they ever wanted to be, other than the last couple of presidents. So when he left,
do everything that they want.
Yes, they thought they could do everything they want, and then when he legalized the gay marriage, which I think got him elected in a second term, I think
that was the point
in there.
That's why he says for gay marriage.
Because it got him elected. It got him a second term.
It just accelerated everything after that. And there were people saying, hey, you legalize this, it's going to open up a can of worms. And here we are in 2022.
That's exactly what happened.
Why do you think when they race swap a straight white man, it's usually for an LBGT or a black person? It's one of those two categories, and there's a specific reason for that.
Or mixed.
Why do you think? Yeah.
Or mixture.
Exactly.
But if that character happens to be a character of color, they also seem to be of a certain alphabet persuasion as well. You can't have one without the other. They suddenly seem to now be all wrapped up, quote, equity and inclusion. So
yes.
Now, how many times did I see a lesbian black woman in every comic book?
They are obsessed with it.
Hey, there is nothing wrong.
Yeah, because checking a box is totally going to serve your country.
I've said this so many times. They're acting no different than how straight people wrote gay people. You pretty much became the stereotypes that you hated. Like you write lesbians as sexual succubuses, much like straight people, because oh shit, that's hot, girl on girl, that's hot. So let's make her a sexual succubus. Same thing with the gay person. Same thing. Like and then they want to push it off as well, you don't knock it till you try it. Motherfucker, I was born knowing that I was straight. That's what your parents told you. That's a lie that you need to stop believing. Like straight is a social construct. Like fuck you. I know I like women. I may find guys a bit handsome and attractive, but I like women first and foremost. Most of my sexual escapades was with women. You think I'm gonna think, oh, it's time for a change? No, I am very comfortable with where I stick my dick in, okay? Whom I stick my dick in to, okay? Look, man, like
you're
stop
so
trying to prove a lie that right?
Yo, play the
I'm
clip.
just saying,
the society just naturally wants to change. No, it's not. It's because of a fucking mandate.
Come on with it. Y'all asked me to come on with it.
I'm Kara, and I love to but I hate my period. If you get period...
Okay.
All I'm saying is don't mind me what I like to prefer. It's that's the thing.
Hey, some dudes like Shark Week. Some dudes just like Shark Week. They like to get all up in it. So
all I'm saying is these idiots are trying to force a lie into people. You know what I'm saying? A lie that they want to believe in. And I've seen it so many times where these people are just shit. I was on Red one time.
Wolf, you should like your $7 gasoline. What is the matter with you?
Yeah, or in other words, a meme in terms of the themes of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Anyone know where I can get those stickers? Do I really have to order them online?
Yeah, you do. You
What's
can
the-
find them I think you can still find them on I think it's Zazzle or Redbubble, but yeah, you can find them. They're all over the place.
Yeah, I need to
They're
get
pretty
myself.
cheap. They're pretty cheap, and you can do whatever, and then slap it on a thing. So
Also, last time bringing up, Dominic, I want to ask you a question.
here we go.
What is the appeal of Don't Mail My Daughter? Don't Mail My Daughter. What's the appeal of that?
I don't think he's read it, but I could be wrong. I've been proven wrong before. Go ahead, Dom.
Say it again.
What is the appeal of Don't Mail My Daughter? What is the appeal of that?
You acting as if that's a popular comic book.
Wait,
It's no,
wait,
it's not.
the appeal. Wait, hold on. The appeal of what?
Don't meddle with my daughter.
Don't meddle with my daughter. Oh, no, wait. Well, that's a manga series.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, of course. Well, don't meddle with my daughter was the appeal. Appeal is what? Well, the mother is as you can tell from the character design. So she is she was the manga was inspired by DC Comics.
Okay, well, I already know this already, but what's the appeal? Why would anybody want
to? Appeal is
what is you trying to prove?
Don't meddle with my. Look, the appeal of Don't Meddle with My Daughter is it's not only acts as a celebration of the superhero genre, but it's a
what?
It's also it's a coming of age. It's a coming of age as well as passing the torch. Story.
Okay, I read that whole manga series. What the hell are you talking about?
You just, accept that you just don't like it, and
the entire
move
comic
on.
book consists of nothing but trying to find her, this chick trying to find a husband, and then we get a bunch of just sex scenes, and that's it.
You're really downplaying that because I'm in the process of reading that damn comic.
I read the whole manga series.
That series might have had like fan service, and I didn't know that the mangaka like draws hentai because I don't really bother with that. However, I ignore it because what captured my attention. I ignored the fan service because what caught my attention was the relationship between the mother and the daughter as she is training the latter on how to be a superhero because she's been in the game for years, decades even, and with her daughter, she wants to be a hero herself, but she wants to train her so she can be her own hero and not be exactly like her.
But that didn't take up most of the focus. Most of the focus was just Deep Throat.
It's etchy. It's gonna be that way.
It's not etchy. It's porn. It's hentai.
It's
hentai. I thought
you know what
etchy.
You know what etchy translates to, right?
Even though
H. The letter H. The letter H pronounced through Japanese.
Look. I don't read or watch etchy, but it's clearly not a hentai because if it's a hentai, then for what I know it will be like a full on nudity without any coverings. But
yeah, it was full on nudity though. I read it was full on nudity.
Once again, what are you trying to prove?
I'm trying to understand why would anybody want to read that shitty book?
But once again, you assume everybody has read it. You're speaking as if everybody has read. You say, "What's the appeal?"
Nobody has.
Not too many people know about it.
Everybody says it's funny. Everybody says it's funny. I'm so sick of
everybody. Who has said it?
Well, it's
the only people that you know have said it was Ishii and Kat.
Not just Ishii, Vlad Stickums, everybody. I'm so sick and tired of universal humor. what's entertaining about the book? The daughter's
What's
story arc
universal
doesn't
about
work
the
that well.
humor?
The story arc doesn't work that well. The story arc doesn't work. It don't. I better get focused
turn
on
this
it.
damn screen into
Hold on, guys.
a
I'll be right back.
critique of a book that you don't like. Now this is gonna be the last time you're gonna talk about this shit, and these were your words.
Yes, but
Dude, just move on. Like, accept you don't like it and move on. Like, not everybody's gonna like everything.
And nobody's not gonna see it the same way you do. Just like you don't see the same shit I see in something that you don't like that I do. We both agree that you don't like Cowboy Bebop. I'm not gonna press you about it.
No. I utterly hate that manga so much to the point that look,
Fizz,
okay,
train yourself to let go.
And I'm utterly fighting. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm utterly fighting, kicking your ass off this stream tonight.
to the point that there's
I'm
going to be a
tired
whole
of hearing you saying about it because we already covered this shit, and I understand your hatred of it. And once again, I don't understand why you keep revisiting that shit during a fucking stream and off the stream.
Because look, there's going to be a whole subplot laughing stock about this
Fine, talk about that. I don't want to hear about Don't Melt My Dark. I'm in the process of reading that shit, and I'm sorry, I don't see the same thing you see. Now, are you gonna drop this shit or not, or else I'm gonna drop you from the stream?
Okay, I got explain laughing stock.
No, there's no. In the topic right now, there's no need for you to explain.
I'm not talking about Don't Melt. I'm talking about laughing stock.
This ain't the stream for you to be talking about your ideas right now. Talk about that off stream.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
You was doing a good job holding off on that shit, and now you have to bring it up. Watch your conduct, boy.
Can't we all just get along?
Right.
So. All right, guys.
I can hardly speak. Super sign out before you leave.
Yeah, well, I gotta skim over some material. I gotta do some quick testing tomorrow.
Say goodbye.
All right, Negro D. Let our brother speak. Let him tell his truth.
I ever let you guys speak.
Say your opinion, not your truth. Okay, there's a difference between truth.
Right.
Say your opinion. Don't say.
Right. All right, people in YouTube land, it has been a fun time hanging out with y'all, and as always, thanks to all my friends on the stream, starting with Wolf, Fizz and his hentai, Lady of Valor. We got Aloise, we got Final, we got Dominic. Who am I forgetting? I'm not forgetting anybody. I think I got everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's the whole crew.
Yes.
Pretty much everyone on the stream, yeah.
Oh, and my brother in Spirit Schooner, wherever he is in Chirac. So.
Not Thursday, man. Unfortunately.
Schooner, make sure you don't go out in sub-zero temperatures without me, so that we can. But we can throw some bleach and do a noose, because that's what we do in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. When you go get your Subway sandwich. So this is Trooper FN2525 signing out from deep in Imperial space with really good Wi-Fi in occupied Balmora. Signing up.
That was great.
Wow.
Well,
with your pedigree, look, you'll be doing God's work on that front.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Reneg, I don't get. Why does every person who happens to be part of the geek demographic have that haircut in fiction? Because again, I was raised at a time where every character was treated. Where every character and every real life person was treated equally, and everyone has a fair chance. But it's like you had equal opportunity, not equality of outcome. So
Too many
So, yeah.
people adopted communism. Like I don't understand it either, and I'm not even straight.
Because they only get the surface level traits. They don't really understand the history or go in what it as well as socialism and collectivism really entails. They don't do their history.
Yeah, they don't. Like nobody picks up like a history book or flips through it. Like I remember when I was a kid, like I would just flip through the history books. I would read ahead, and I would just be the one in class answering all the questions the teachers like threw about history. Like that's how excited I was about history. But like a lot of people nowadays, they're like sleeping through class or whatever, and like they don't.
But they never
really-
got enough sleep or something?
Oh, like a lot of them, like guarantee they're like the ones in the back disrupting the class or whatever. Like those same people. I know, like every class probably had them, like the makers disrupting the class, or like people like talking in the back or whatever. Like
those guys.
yeah, it's probably those same people that are just going around going like, "Oh, what they didn't teach us in history." Like, no,
Yeah,
like they weren't paying attention at all. So like, that's why they end up going down those roads where they adopt the worst like politics ever and economic systems and stuff like that, and not understanding that they're just going down a path of destruction that's been repeated over and over and over again.
As well as
They
being
don't
told
know
what
the
to
true
think instead of
Communist Party. They don't know the true social justice. They don't know the true what they always toss up. That's not true social justice. That's not true communism. That's not true fascism.
And my response to that is, oh boy, if the civil rights advocates were alive, and you tell them this, they will smack you on the upside of the head and will tell you what really went down, and have you think your opinions twice.
So true.
It's like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash.
Mm-hmm. As for again, like with fictional characters who are part of the gay demographic, someone having that haircut. Good. Like, what happened to treating characters as people, and not judge them by their surface level traits or like what their preferences are.
Well, to Dominic, to comment, to piggyback what you just said, one of the biggest problems I have is when writers write Black characters is they don't write them as people. They write them as a color. They don't, and that's why I have a problem relating to a lot of them. The only thing I have in common with them is that we have the same skin color, but they don't write them as human beings. They just write a color. They do that first before writing them just as a person who just happens to be Black. And I'm finding that even more so now in this woke culture, where they say, well, we're going to add a Black person here, put this character there, but all you know about that character is just they just Black. That's it. There's nothing. I don't have anything in common with this person. It's all I have is just the same skin color. And that's why they don't realize that's one of the problems why many Black characters don't take off, is not because people don't want Black characters, because they don't know how to write them. None of us, it was always like that. You know, back in the days in the 80s, you know, Eddie Murphy giving us Axel Foley or other characters like that. That was a character that he happened to be Black, but he had a personality. But nowadays they don't do that. A lot of the characters, again, they write a color. They don't write a person. That's a big issue that I have with a lot of characters. Why they're so forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do that, and they should write the character first. Like, for instance, I'll give you guys an example. When Disney did The Princess and the Frog, Tiana's my least favorite character of a Disney princess, and people were shocked. Like, why? Because she's an empty shell. There's nothing to her except she's Black. That's it. Disney didn't do anything with her, no personality, no nothing, and there's no journey that she really takes compared to what the other characters other characters like Ariel or Jasmine or Belle or any other character. It's just that she's
You
just
just
black.
want her to wait for some man to fix all her problems.
Wait, she
Yeah.
a character? Like that's like one of my favorite movies, but I didn't really notice it.
The Princess of the Frog.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I was
movie.
underwhelmed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was really underwhelmed by that movie. But
Yeah, I
like,
was.
I don't
that
know.
movie.
I just
That movie. Let me tell you my experience real quick about
Go
that
ahead,
movie
Wolf.
because
Go
the
ahead.
first time watching, I was like, wait a minute, hang on. I was like, so she got a restaurant and she got the guy too. Like what? It's like I was like, I'm confused. Like what was this movie really about? Her getting her own restaurant or her getting the guy?
That's the same reaction I had. Yeah, that's the same reaction I had. That's the same reaction, Eloise. It's the same reaction I had. I didn't know, this movie didn't know what they wanted with this character. If you, like you said, what was her purpose? What was the goal of the whole film? Is the film about her? Is the film about the prince? Is the film about the prince? Maybe he's a spoiled brat and he comes to New Orleans and he meets this princess and then maybe it humbles him? Or is the film about her either trying to get the restaurant or she meets the princess fall in love? So I had the same reaction you had. And another factor is that there's no journey for her to take. When she says, I'm almost there and I'm going to see myself in this big restaurant, I'm on my way doing it, we get A, we don't get B, we just get C. We don't get her journey to getting to that destination. She's already made it clear she's at that destination.
People that had dreams too. So I'm like, okay, is this also about people trying to get their dreams?
Yeah,
get your dreams realized. Because the crocodile gets to perform in front of a whole crowd, which is stupid if you ask me.
Yeah,
It's plain stupid that there's a fucking anthropomorphic crocodile playing jazz in front of a group of people, knowing full well that these movies are now always having these animals like interacting with people like that.
Exactly.
And it's the firefly that dies. I'm like, okay, still sad. I still get sad when he dies. Yes, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. I do get. That's one of the saddest moments in the film, and I do get teary eyed when that happens. But like, he fulfills his dream by dying, I guess. But like, like again, by the end, it's like what was the message here? Follow your dreams, get your man, get your business set up, and then you get a consolation prize, which is the man, which he barely even did anything.
Yeah. Now
like, there's nothing to Prince Na'vi. Like, say what you will about Prince Charming and freaking Snow White. Say what you will about him. The dude kissed the bride. That's the best action he did, which was good because he fulfilled the part of the story. He's supposed to kiss the princess, get the girl in the end, get married, right out to the sunset. He fulfilled his fucking purpose. That's the whole point.
And you want to know why they did that? Because characters fulfill a specific role within a story. A hero's job is to protect and save, where the villain is to cause some discourse.
Say what you will
to
about
quote Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, there are no accidents.
Say what you will about Prince Eric. I don't think he's a generic. The motherfucker did some shit. He saved his girl. Well, you think you expect him to sit down while she's getting attacked by a sea witch? No. No. Hell to the no. I want the man to save her. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't even interrupt. I said he impales her in one of the best Disney deaths of a villain I've ever seen. I love it in the film where he impales her.
That was the coolest shit I've seen. Like stab that bitch.
Yeah, I love. Yeah,
like because the dad got a commission, and I said that was fucked up. How she turned him into a sea slug or a seaweed or some shit like that. But see that's what one trying over. That was symbolic. Y'all follow me, right? That's symbolic, right? That's symbolic of a dad, of a son, a future son-in-law, proving that he worth marrying the father's daughter,
right?
By stabbing an octopus bitch. He proved. Look, Titan saw that. He said, "You can marry my daughter. You have my blessing. You can protect my daughter in any case of anything happen. In fact, I trust your ass with my granddaughter, my future granddaughter, which they did have a granddaughter in the sequel, which was a shitty sequel, mind you.
Yes, I agree.
But I was glad that they had a daughter. You know, Melody. Everybody knows Melody.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that was symbolic. Yeah, see, they all about this symbolism and shit. You forgot that you motherfuckers forgot that was symbolic. Say what you will about that. In fact, y'all can't even say shit about that. Aladdin's the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's the protagonist. He's gonna take some motherfucking action. And he saves Jasmine. What the fuck you think he's supposed to do? Let her sit there and get buried and suffocate in sand? Because you want Jasmine to get the fucking rescue her own death? How the hell is she gonna do that? Submerge in sand. She's supposed, and it's magic, by the way.
And
so the hero gotta save her. In fact, say what you will about Prince Charming and Cinderella. Again, he fulfilled his purpose, putting the shoe on a stank ass foot, on dirty, stinking, barefoot, having ass foot. He cared about that girl, okay? He cared enough to find her, to figure out her name. Can we talk for a minute? Bitch, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Bitch, I want to know your name, please. You know what I'm saying?
And there's also the prince of Sleeping Beauty. He
Indeed.
He met Aurora.
Yeah, he met Aurora,
Twice.
and also he risked his life to save her by fighting a witch who turned into a dragon.
Yeah, what the fuck you want to do? Let her sleep forever? She old?
A fae, but still. So he risked his life to save Aurora as well as the rest of the kingdom. You know, from.
They want people to be ineffectual, apathetic, and not want to do a damn thing for somebody in need. They want somebody else to say somebody, or at least they want the problem to fix itself. How the fuck somebody gonna save themselves when they can't swim? They're gonna drown. You want, and you don't want nobody to come say them. Well, if you didn't do it, they'll learn to swim. Not right now, not at the moment. Unless there's somebody around to teach them how to swim. Can you swim on your own while you drowning?
No, I'll be screaming for help.
Other examples. Those are the two heroes of Enchanted, which was the last good of the Disney movies, like post the Renaissance era.
Thank you for your honesty, Victoria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dominic. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. You're right. Wolf, all I have to say is you're right about every last one of those examples, because I don't like the fact that they're giving the prince a bad rap, because they're trying to take the prince out of these stories now. That's why I hated Maleficent. I didn't stand the movie because all the male
they're writing characters just to, they're writing not only actors, but they write characters just to check a box. That's basically all, instead of to fulfill a role.
Which isn't what storytelling is supposed to be. You're writing characters,
and the whole thing with Maleficent is that the king suddenly turned evil at the end for no reason. It didn't make any sense either.
I would end it with him killing her off a misunderstanding.
Not only that, but yeah, exactly, because it didn't make any sense. You know why he cut her wings off. You know why he did that. They'll prove they killed her, which is not true. So they wouldn't really kill her. Exactly. But now at the end, he's suddenly evil now for some reason. Doesn't really make any sense.
All because she came in to crash his fucking daughter's birthday baby shower.
Yeah. Well, all the men in Maleficent are written poorly and badly. They made buffoons out of all the male characters, including Philip, because of the fact that they
did that to the fairies too.
Yeah, I didn't like the way they wrote the
fairies.
All
idiots.
What did you say?
Looking back in retrospect with Maleficent, it was advertised as an origin story for Maleficent.
But it was alternate take on the story.
What we didn't ask for it. It would be interesting to see see like how and why she became the way she is. And by that point, well, it shouldn't have gone into the direction that it ultimately has been, because Maleficent tells the story of one of like Disney's classic villains, and and by that point of the movie, it should transition to Sleeping Beauty, as we see Maleficent having this her fall from grace, becoming the villain that we know from both the original story as well as in the Disney movies, and the characters be respected, including Aurora's father. Instead, I was pretty disappointed with how not just him but the other male characters were treated, as well as the face is in the movie.
Well, they wanted to give Maleficent the victim card, that she's really a victim. That's how they're.
But she was never the victim in any way.
No, she never was.
She never was.
I'll give you one example of one that actually did that better from what you said. Like, know the origins of Maleficent, at least with the recent example. Stranger Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. It was straight in the advertisements. We knew it was the origins of Garland. Everyone figured out that the main character we play, he's going to be Garland because that's literally his last name. It's Jack Garland. And Tetsuya Nomura had actually said yes because that was basically part of the story. And they put this in the advertising.
Yes, you're correct.
The reason that they made I agree with you, Final. And I was just going to say that the reason they made Maleficent the victim card is because, again, they started listening to Twitter, and the Twitter bots at home angry because their love life sucks. So they want to blame everything on men, and they want to put all their problems. Oh, I'm the victim, and that's why things come badly. So now they say, well, if my mommy hadn't read me these fairy tales when I was growing up, my life would be better than it is now. So it's these fairy tales that did this to me. So they want to. It's basically their anger and their hatred is coming out. That's why in that film, she's really the victim, which she never was, and all the men are the bad guys, because that's how they see themselves. They think they are really victims, but they're really not. Maleficent was never a victim.
Like their victims is giving real victims a bad name.
Yes. That's the problem. That's why I don't like them now. And again, they're these little woke nuts that are unhappy with their life and the choices that they made.
These are the people that cry wolf millions of times and still didn't get in trouble for it. Or at least in their head, the boy and the what'd you call that one? The Aesop fable.
The boy cried wolf.
Yeah, the boy in their brain, it's the alternate ending in that one Aesop fable story in Happily Ever After. Y'all remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Happily Ever After fairy tale. Remember the boy who cried wolf? He altered the story where everybody still believed him no matter how many times he cried wolf.
Yeah,
and he reaped the benefits because to them he's a hero now because he cried wolf again so many times.
Mm-hmm. Until the real.
That's basically what they're doing. That's basically what they're. Well, no. What I'm saying is, like, if you remember that animation of where all the Aesop characters come in, and it's like this whole Murder on the Orient Express or Clue.
Oh
where
yeah,
they still Aesop's book and they use it to rewrite the stories. So
right. Yes.
Like I said, in his version, he still cried wolf so many times, but since he kept doing that, he's rewarded for his endeavors because now they stop the wolf and he's revered as a hero. And where I'm going with that is the fact that these idiots, this is what they want to do. They want to be able to cry wolf all the time and be viewed as the hero every single time.
Yes, I agree.
They always attempt to rewrite history, to rewrite stories, so that they can be. It's narcissism. It's really tied to narcissism. We all know that. We've said that countless of times. It's ultimately tied to narcissism. Okay, ultimately tied to narcissism. That's what it's all about. This narcissistic behavior that they keep exuding. And like I said, in their minds, as we always said, they're the heroes all the time, no matter what wrongdoing that they do. That's why you got things like Me Too. That's why That's why you got things like believe all women.
Mhm.
Because no matter what, you're supposed to believe because every victim is a hero. That's why they always stunning and brave. It's so brave that you it's so brave. You know, they always do that, right?
Right. Yes.
So think of
Always.
it always constantly thinking of it like this. They keep correcting the story. They keep correcting the narrative. They keep changing the language. That's why they get labels to everything bad. Matt. Well, pedophile is such a derogatory term. How? It's supposed to help you identify what's evil.
Exactly.
Next thing you're gonna tell me criminal is a derogatory term. So what we're gonna call them now? Or what rather what you gonna call them, because I'm not gonna kowtow to what you're gonna call a criminal now. Well, let's stop calling them criminals for once. Let's give them a new name. A more politically correct name. Fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna give them they're called criminals. You commit a crime, you're a criminal. Anybody who's committed a crime is a criminal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Period. Point blank. Now you say me what?
No. The criminal's not the one that's the ones that do crimes that are do you really want a criminal? Like, you want to know someone who does crime? I'll give you another example. Going back to Final Fantasy, Garland. Like, what did he do at the beginning of the game? Like, how was Princess Sarah captured? Why? He wanted to blackmail the king for the sake of their marriage. And what else did he do? He sent the fiends forward in time by making a deal with them so that they could send him back in time, creating a time loop, giving him everlasting life. That's when it became the Advent for Chaos.
There you go, right there. Yeah, exactly.
That's why the Warriors of Light came to stop him.
You want to see, exactly. And that's the problem. That's why a lot of times in these films, particularly with Marvel, we're not getting good villains because they're not writing them. They want to sympathize with them. They want to make villainy look like it's a good thing. But standing up for what is right, it's a bad thing.
Poorly misunderstood, not a villain.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to rape, then it's flipped around.
Yeah, my thing is right about somebody who's trying to do the right thing, but it ultimately ends bad for them because of misunderstandings. That's how you write a victim of circumstance.
That's what you need to. If that's what you're right.
That's the problem with them.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh no, I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, it's like because that's all they see them. They keep seeing them as victim of circumstance. But the thing is, to be a victim of circumstance, you have to be innocent beforehand. Which most villains are not always innocent. Most villains have the intent of hurting somebody anyways, regardless of what they want, whether how wrong they've been treated.
I mean,
regardless of how wrong they've been treated.
Oh yeah, I mean, a good example is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with Dio Brando. What happened to him? Was sad, but he was still a douchebag, and was capable.
Yeah, that's when he started growing resentful to that. He was grown in the slums.
Yeah, and instead of moving forward, he ends up doing the exact same thing that he was done when he and his mom were being abused by Dario.
Mm-hmm. Abusers create more abusers, in other words.
Exactly. They're trying to take real villains and turn them into victims, and that's why we're getting such pitifully sorry bad writing. Instead, like Wolf said, they need to create those characters.
Sounds so melodramatic as hell.
Yes, that's why it's working out so badly, because they're doing that to every single villain. They're trying to say, well, they're more like victims, they're more like victims, they're more like victims, and all of them are not. Instead of them doing what you just suggested. But you know why they can't do that?
Oh, you want a real victim? You want a real villain who's actually a real victim of circumstance? Here's another Final Fantasy example. Jet, Final Fantasy X.
Yes, Jet.
Or how about another character in Final Fantasy X? Seymour Guado. He was planned to be merged by Sin, but who did Sin merge with instead? Jet. And who is he the father of? Tidus, the main character of Final Fantasy X. He started growing resentful towards him. And he started growing paranoia of him.
That's how you call it?
If you put these people,
that's how you pronounce his name?
if you put these,
I'm just saying, if that's how you want to pronounce it, by all means. But go ahead, Leia.
If you put these people, these woke nuts or woke bots or crazy woke nuts in a room and ask them to create that, they can't do it. They don't have the talent to do it. That's why you bring them in and you challenge them. They can't. That's why they're going after characters that are already written, because they can't do it on their own. So when we say to them, okay, well, why don't you write a victim character instead of stealing from another? Oh, duh. Because they don't know how to do it. All they know how to do is whine and complain. They don't have the talent or the skills to do it. So they can't really say nothing. Because if I said to them right now in the room, well, I want a villain as a victim. Okay, cool, write one. It'll be crickets. Yeah, duh, yeah.
How do you do that?
Exactly. Exactly.
How do you do that? I can't write without an oppressor.
No, which clearly shows that in spite of a villainous character that has a sympathetic backstory, male and female alike, they are still villains. No, even if a character is a victim, they too have the capacity to either move forward or be villains as well.
Well, I think about, I'm not going to bring it up because eventually we're going to talk about it, but I think about Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2. That's a man that started off doing something or trying to do something good, but then he was a victim himself because he became a victim. The machines took him over, but before he died, he redeemed himself at the end. But his intention was not to do evil. His intention was to do something, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, you guys correct me, but I think his intention was not to be evil. When he created those octopus lumps,
it went mad when he got damaged.
Yes. So in some ways, that one would be described as, I would describe as a victim to maybe the Green Goblin. I mean, we'll get into that when I don't want to get into it, but maybe the Green Goblin, I think, who had evil in him, but there's a difference between the two, I think.
Well, I mean, with Otto in the comic books, he had a similar upbringing with Peter. However, with Otto, he is a foil to Peter, because it showed what Peter's life would have been like if he didn't have Aunt May and Uncle Ben in his corner to anchor him.
Right, I agree.
Yes. While Sam Raimi's movies took liberties with Peter and his cast supporting Aaron Rogues, at the end of the day, they feel like their comic book counterparts that they use the creative liberties to their advantage through Sam Raimi, because he is a genuine article geek. He grew up with the comic books, Spider-Man being one of them.
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Well, you look at how Sam Raimi approached Spider-Man compared to Taika Waititi approaching Thor. Because I feel, this is just me, my own interpretation, is Taika Waititi does not like these heroes. He likes to make fun of these heroes. He likes to make fun of geeks. He doesn't like nerders or geeks. He likes to make fun of them. So he's not writing Thor, at least when he came in to direct Thor, he is not writing them out of the way Sam Raimi, out of love and respect and close to the comic books. Taika Waititi is making fun of the culture and geeks and who that character is. That's how I feel about it. Now, everybody may not feel the same, but that's what I take from it when I see Ragnarok and when I see what he's about to do now with this Thor love and crap.
I always loved Fan Man's title for Ragnarok, Ragnar Suck.
Yeah. I do. I like the way he calls it.
Regardless of how much I love Ragnarok to some degree, It's like I will always love his nickname for it.
Right. I know. I had a problem with Ragnarok. I had a problem with the second Thor movie.
I didn't like
bad.
anything about Ragnarok.
Everybody had a problem with Thor: The Dark World. Of course, that ain't nothing new, fool.
Yes.
My thing is I just told your ass that I had even though I liked it, I still have problems with it. I can still enjoy it every once in a while. I'm not gonna own it because I don't own any of the Thor movies. Y'all know why.
Yeah.
Y'all know my misgivings about the first Thor movie.
Yes, I do. Despite what I think I know what you're talking about.
How he comes to learn humility.
Yes.
I had a problem with how he come to learn humility.
Yeah, and Stephen Strange, like he went through that journey of humility in both the comic books as well as in the movie. Because with Scott Derrickson, he understands the character, and when you brought up Nightmare as well as other storylines from Doctor Strange, it shows that he's a nerd as well, much like John Favreau, Raimi, and a few others like within Hollywood who grew up with the materials that we're talking about.
Should have had him doing more comic book movies.
Yeah, I think who? The director you just named?
Scott Derrickson.
Yes, I agree with that. Well, for the first Thor, I think Kenneth Branagh did a pretty good job with direction. So I'm going to give Kenneth Branagh that credit, even though I do agree with Wolf's criticism of how he learned humility. I absolutely agree with that. And that's a problem, again, I'm seeing in these films. And I think this is coming from...
I can't see Thor, not the ending to The Matrix. The final act of The Matrix.
Wait, I'm confused.
See, I believe in you.
Oh, okay.
You're not dead. Kiss. Now get up. I have my power back. Wait here for a moment. Come on. Man, it should have played that shit in the background when he went to go fight Loki. That's all I kept thinking about every single time. Every single time I saw that scene where she kissed him and he gets his power back, I'm like, fuck that noise. Look, she could kiss him right after he gets the damn powers. I don't mind her kissing him. My problem is through the kiss, he learned humility. That's what the movie's presented to me. I'm not saying that's what it outright saying, but that's what it was presenting to me. Was that as soon as he gets the boner kiss, his power come back. Really?
I agree.
That kiss was enough to say that he was worthy. Other than it should have been Earth is my home now. Powers back.
Yes.
That's all I like. A good edit would solve my problem right there. It's the moment when he says that the destroyer could try to kick him, gets his power back. Boom. That's how he learns humility, when he accepts Earth as his home. In fact, you could have had, Thor being on Earth for some reason in the next movie, because he chooses to stay on Earth. Regardless of whether he gets even though he got his powers back, he should have stayed. I really would have ended with him staying on Earth, going back.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
We all know why he couldn't, because he broke the Bifrost, which got fixed the next movie. How much dark energy did Father use to send you here? Bitch, the Bifrost got fixed. What the fuck you talking about?
He really should be King Thor. He should be trying to see him rule as a king, but they totally obliterated Asgard, and then they decided that black, half
Val-
black, trans, bisexual female
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie,
She's pansexual. She's not trans.
whatever. She is.
I feel like Valkyrie was done dirty
She's
by
pan, we don't
by
care.
Marvel Studios, and also what happened to Asgard. That wasn't truly Ragnarok, because when I was watching the movie, I was getting vibes from J. Michael Straczynski's run on Thor after Walt Simonson. However, Ragnarok, that was the Ragnarok that we saw is not the Ragnarok that we've seen in either the comics or the Ragnarok we know from Norse mythology.
Nigga, we know that. Shut up. Let them talk.
At the end of the day, like with Thor Ragnarok, we should have had a true Ragnarok, and also with Valkyrie, once again, like she was done dirty by Marvel Studios when they brought her into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because it feels like a new character instead of the Valkyrie that I know from the comic books.
We're asking too much of the people who also who also don't understand the succession of power in a kingdom, much like a la Black Panther. Negro, you a cousin. How you gonna try to sin?
Right.
In fact, as a matter of fact, the rules is the king died, it goes to his firstborn. So you have no right to challenge. Overruled, motherfucker. He's already ascended. You cannot challenge him.
That's the bad writing. They were sitting there. They won't know that. Just the fans won't know that. They don't get it.
I'm like Ryan Coogler. You don't know shit about these characters either. In fact, you don't even know anything about freaking African culture. Anyways, if African culture does still have a monarchy, much the same as European monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know that. They don't know that. They think that African monarchy is different.
How is that any different than any other monarchy or types of government that we read up in history?
Mm-hmm.
That's just being intellectually dishonest.
Our monarchs all have a line of ascension in every single one.
But then again, this is the same guy who thinks that Wakanda is broken down into tribes when it's a fucking kingdom. Mm-hmm. When it's a kingdom, they cease to be a tribe.
Yeah, it shows that he has not done his research on T'Challa or the rest or his side of the Marvel universe.
Right. They just I don't know why he got cast. Maybe because his political beliefs were the same as his or something. I don't know. But when they cast him, they, like you said, like Tuesday when we were talking about the King Arthur film, Antoine Fuqua actually did his homework about what that movie he was directing was based on. He did some of his homework trying to understand the story that was supposed to be told. Ryan Coogler, as you say, Wolf, didn't do his homework. Ryan Coogler just said, "Oh, okay, we're going to do this story." And
a King Arthur movie, Guinevere will be kicking all sorts of ass, and there will be no need for a round table or anything. In fact, it'll be a round table of women.
Nah, too cool for school. We don't need that. Bitch, you're doing an adaptation.
Have you
it's been working for so damn long. Look the fuck up.
Also, have you guys noticed that there's been this super need to just uplift the side characters a bit?
Oh God,
yeah. The female.
Right, because they apparently they think the female characters, whenever they're not tough, like the damsel in distress, like Persephone in the Greek mythology.
Yes.
Or just now the love interest. Let the love interest be the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, you find
like,
that
we need the new badass female. Let's make Princess Peach the new badass female instead of Mario.
Yes.
So Daisy does not count.
Now they don't realize was that these characters, in spite of them as the archetypes they're representing, they can't go beyond that. But you don't have to do so much to uplift them.
Yeah, because like I said before, characters are there in a story to fulfill a role, not check a box. Again, quoting from Master Oogway, there are no accidents. There is no secret recipe either.
And that's the issue.
My point being,
that's the issue with some of these modern writers. Like they don't know this basic fact in storytelling and creating characters.
Indeed.
The reason why I'm bringing this up. Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
I knew that was going to come in at some point. We're listening.
The point being, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that have you noticed that there's been a lot of talks of how people are like, oh, this side character is so cool. I wish they would make a movie about this character, or there'll be moments where they're like, why don't this character run the show than the main character? So why else are we always complaining about the main character being a side character in their own fucking show or movie when it shouldn't even be like that?
Yeah, I noticed that too. And the question is, why?
Yeah.
Well, what's the reason? And don't give us any fluff. What's the real reason you're doing this?
Just
because we think they're underdeveloped. They think we're just like underdeveloped. It feels like undercooked. Again, they fill a role.
Well, that's what Marvel felt about Falcon. They thought Falcon was a side character, so they had to kick the shield away from Steve Rogers and give it to him.
The thing
to try
is,
to make him look good.
The thing is, he kind of was, but it doesn't. But you don't care. Nobody cares that he was a side character.
But doesn't mean you're right. But just because he's a side character doesn't mean he's not a good character. He was a well-written character. Just because he's side doesn't mean he's any lesser than anybody else.
I mean, the shield should have gone to Bucky. The shield should have gone to Bucky.
Oh yes, of course. I absolutely believe
we
that.
all agree on that.
Yes, we absolutely agree with
that.
that.
All agree on that
one. We have seen this.
Even if it wasn't leading up to Bucky getting it, I didn't even. I'm sorry. Like even if it wasn't leading up to Bucky getting the shield, I didn't even want Sam to have the shield because he's fucking Falcon. Why does he? Yes. What does him having a shield gonna make him any better in his power set? He's got wings. He's got wings. Missiles.
He flies around.
He's got pistols. He's got machine pistols.
Yeah.
What's a shield gonna do more?
When that's another issue with his wings.
Exactly. But my thing is this. This is the problem I have with these characters. What they're doing with these characters, they keep adding fucking more powers to them, like they're a fucking anime character.
Yeah, I know. Like, why does Miles Morales need to control electricity? What does control electricity have to do with spiders?
No, they're not Saiyans.
No, they're not.
Like he control electricity. What does electricity have to do with spiders?
The reason why I firmly am. Look, here's the reason why I respect the Viltrumites from freaking Invincible, because there's no extra shit from them. Just super speed, super strength, flight, endurability, and healing. That's it. That's all they ever want out of the Viltrumites. There's no laser vision. No, yes, they do heal.
No, they don't heal that fast. No, they're invulnerable. Not super healing though.
I didn't say all that. I'm just saying they heal.
It
takes a long time, yes.
No, exactly, a long time, but just like a human. But the thing, they're invulnerable. That's the thing.
Until you hit them hard enough.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, the way how they heal is slightly faster than us. I'm just saying, it's slightly faster than us. Not as like fast like Wolverine's healing,
or like Deadpool.
Or Deadpool.
Yeah, they just basically have a faster recovery period. Is what I'm trying to get across when it comes to recuperation. Like how long did it take for what's his face?
Mark.
Yeah. How long did it take for him? 3 days?
Take about a month. Take about a month.
Depending on how the damage is, but I'm saying like after battle beast, it took him about 3 days.
Not 3 days.
3 weeks.
A couple weeks, I think. Not no 3 days.
Yeah. I'm just saying 3 weeks. How long does it take for a human to heal from a fucking being like that? If they lived, that would take 2 months, baby. Maybe 3. I'm just saying, like, point being, the Viltrumites have a exceptionally good healing, not comparable to Wolverine or Deadpool. But what I'm saying is, compared to human recovery, it's impressive. That's what I'm saying. You get my drift now?
Yeah, I got it.
And this is a person who hasn't even read Invincible. Just watch the show. Just know the lore and the history. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's all I ever needed from Viltrum. That's all I ever needed. Now, if you give him super breath and laser vision, like what are you doing that's new?
Okay, I know, but then again, it's just the evil Superman story. It's a so.
Your name is Falcon. Wait, no, your name is Captain America.
Exactly. By the way, did you know? Right next to the chat, did you know I have that as a superhero? By the way, yeah.
But see now,
he's not wrong. But he's seriously vulture for the good guy. Exactly.
Yeah.
I really don't like their excuse as to why they didn't give him the shield.
Me neither. I don't buy that.
I don't
I feel like it.
No, that's BS. That's BS. That's pure BS. I don't buy that for a second. That what they really don't want to. They really don't want to say is no. That's a code word for Bucky is a white man, and we could not let another white man be Captain America. That's what they really want to say, but they can't say that.
Even though we got the same
because it makes them look racist. Of course, I don't. That's pure garbage. I don't.
Oh, it is. It's a strong like sign of cognitive dissonance, because not many people don't know. And once Steve was frozen in the ice, there have been people who undergone the super soldier process and became like Captain America in different time periods before he was discovered by the Avengers. And when he died in air quotes, both after the events of Civil War, Bucky took up the mantle of Captain America to honor his friend.
Eloise. Let's
honor his best friend.
Right, and that I can buy. Yes,
and
that.
Guys, I don't mean to pump the brakes on you guys, but Eloise is getting bored. Let's talk about something fun. In fact, Eloise, since you want to bring that shit up, open your damn mouth. If you want, speak up, shout.
Yeah, it's something fun. We're all for fun.
Speak up. Don't mumble. Speak up. Don't mumble. Speak up.
Sorry.
Oh, I forgot you sick.
Yeah, that's why I'm like struggling over here.
What would you like for us? Well, if you want to save your voice, what fun topic would you like for us to discuss?
That's a good question. I don't really know what interests we all share in common. Because like I don't really watch movies. So
well, we could.
I'm going to have to do this.
But you want to.
Womp.
Well, I was suggesting what we could.
Here, take two of these.
About. Really, Wolf.
Well, Ella. Go ahead, Fizz.
I want to ask, what's the Hellstrom show any good?
The what?
Hellstrom?
Yeah, the show.
Hellstrom. It's based on the Marvel superhero, the same name.
I know that already. I already know that, but was that show any good?
That's for us, motherfucker, not you. I ain't never heard of this. What'd you say, Dominic?
All right. So Hellstrom is based on a superhero in the Marvel universe of the character Daimon Hellstrom, who is the son of the devil. Oh, not a devil, a demon, but the devil, as was established in his original comic books, like Hellstrom, son of Satan. And essentially, it shows Daimon Hellstrom as an investigator of the paranormal. No, so he fights demons. It is because I'm giving a quick backstory
I
of
know.
the
I know
character.
what Damien Hellstrom is. Well,
But-
the show ain't good.
But not many people.
Act as if he's talking directly to your ass.
It's for the people in the back. Is that what
people
you
watching. Yeah, I forget. Yeah.
Damn,
What?
Negro, you narcissistic ass.
No. I just wanted a straight answer. Was the show any good?
Is it a
Does it
recent
look like
show?
we?
Yeah,
Does
it
it
came out
sound
last year.
like we watched it?
Look, because sometimes it was on Hulu and I gave it a shot, but it didn't really feel like Hellstrom as well as his sister Santana. And while it did have a good premise, it didn't have enough of the
Wait,
scare.
is this comic from DC or Marvel?
No, Marvel. Yeah, so
Marvel.
Son of Samuel was made in the mid to late 70s, and it started like Damon Hellstrom, and his shtick is even though he is the son of one of the lords of hell. Well, he does not want to be like his father, and so he decides to use his demonic powers for good, fighting off demons.
He's basically Ghost Rider, but different way.
No, he's not. No, I want to call him exactly like Ghost Rider.
He's not exactly like Ghost Rider. It's very different, but basically it does the same thing though.
So he's like the Marvel
Not Spawn.
equivalent of Constantine.
It's the Marvel equivalent of Spawn.
That's actually more apt. He is like Marvel's answer to Spawn before when the information character came to be.
I want to lead your army.
Wait, who is Constantine again?
John Constantine.
John Constantine is an occult detective of the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get people mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay,
Yeah,
Eloise.
yeah, that's what he is. He's like a supernatural guide, and like Dominic just said in DC.
It's the best exorcist you want to call on when you need an exorcism done.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So
He's
again, like
a wizard
with
who's a detective. He's a wizard who's a
Damon,
detective in DC Comics universe.
He's like a detective of the supernatural and the dark arts and so forth. He's able to to conjure up spirits, speak to spirits, and the other side is a lot of his powers. You know, you need him to do that.
And he also represents as the trickster archetype, right? Because another aspect with John is he's a con man. And in this case, he cons demons. And in spite of his methods which like gets him into conflict with other heroes, he is a legitimately good guy, like deep down. But he is haunted by demons of his past, both metaphorically and literally.
Yeah, Wagnick, that's a good way of putting it.
Well, I'll say he's more an on the ground level Doctor Strange, whereas Doctor Strange he encounters like the more mystic threats outside of Earth 616. But yeah, you have a good point.
Well, since we ain't got shit to talk about that's fun, I might as well start wrapping things up anyways.
Yes, of course. I do have work tomorrow, so I have to. I'm going to have to wrap it up myself. But you know what? It was a lively conversation. Wasn't too bad. And I think it's hard to talk about fun now because we're just not getting a lot of it. And
talk about the good old days.
I can talk.
Okay,
Eloise. Fun. Well, as a fun. Well, if we're gonna talk about something fun, but we can't go over what we are enjoying at the moment, or as a consolation, we could talk about Tiger and Bunny. I mean that in itself can be saved for another live stream.
I definitely want to talk about Pacific Rim: The Black.
Yeah,
I will check that out.
See, like with Pacific Rim Black, like it carries on the spirit, on like the first Pacific Rim, unlike Pacific Rim 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, less said the better. The less said, the better, because that movie, man.
Yeah.
In fact, Pacific Rim: The Black should have been Pacific Rim 2's plot.
Yeah, it should have.
There's a straight up all out kaiju invasion, and now we're in a real post-apocalyptic world where kaiju are roaming.
Speaking of which, season 2 is currently out.
Sorry, I just imagine kaijus in Roman armor.
And everything changed once the kaiju attacked. Only the Jaegers, master of kaiju combat and the full force of robot jocks could stop them. But when the world needed them most, they vanished. Now it's up to me and my brother to pilot the sole surviving Jaeger, and it's a training robot, by the way, to save the world. But I believe we can change destiny and all that bullshit. That's basically what it is. It's Avatar in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Let me rephrase that word. Like a few days ago, me and my brother discovered a boy named boy. It'll make sense in context when you watch the show, but yeah. But he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn before he can save the day. But I believe boy can save the day. I was like, damn, they just took the plot of Avatar and just applied it to Pacific Rim. Nice.
Yeah. Especially when you look back at it. What? Hey, like they're doing something different. They're doing something different with that scenario. No, instead of doing a retread of Avatar: The Last Airbender, because it's unique in its own way.
Who cares? It's been done. It's not been done enough, Rhett.
Can I talk about just like one topic?
Sure.
My thing is y'all going on and on about how it's always been done. Like, well,
there's nothing new under the sun.
No shit, but what I'm saying is, how many times have you seen it done? My question to anybody who brings that shit up, how many times have you seen it done? Well, a lot. Describe a lot. Mm-hmm. As in, how many times have you seen that premise? What was all done before? Have you seen it all done before?
Exactly.
You got me there, dude. You got me there. I like that.
That's the beauty of tropes.
By the way, by the way, that seems like a marketing problem for my comic books. Is that there's a lot of stuff that has never been done. At least most people never seen for dumb folks. So that's kind of a problem. While we're trying to market it, I mean, last time, we only had how many times I had clowns as a superhero? Kind of difficult. Instead of just being a generic villain. Like I said.
We'll talk about another time, Fizz.
Can I just bring up one more topic before I start wrapping this up?
No.
Sure.
No, you can't. We're about to get done, man. I'm getting tired. You can bring it up on the next Thursday.
Right.
Can you write it down? Can you get it memorized?
Yes.
Put it in, and when we start next Thursday, your topic will be first out the block.
Yeah, it's gonna be another change because I ain't got no topic on my head to think about right now. So yeah, next Thursday will be
so don't forget it. Don't forget it. Fine, I'll try.
You better have some good points for Summer Wars. I'll tell you that.
So probably got to rewatch the movie.
Well,
yes, rewatch it.
Well, what I will say before we sign off is tropes and archetypes are universal. Okay. They can be done and explored in a multitude of ways, and even though they may feel familiar, creators are able to do something new with them without resorting to deconstruction.
Yes, because they fulfill a role.
Yeah, and those tropes and archetypes have been around for millennia. and they're not
And
going to
my
go away
question
anytime
will
soon.
always be this. My question will always be this. Do you think you can do anything different with that trope?
Maybe Fizz can.
He tries. I'll give him that. He tries.
I mean, I know you know nobody ever seen a child's anti-hero before. He's not the way I'm doing it.
See what I mean?
I mean, we did have not Damian. Oh yeah, we still got Damian Wayne and we got Jason Todd, but I'm
But you
saying
never seen as a main character though.
my thing is how many times has this been done? That's the question is how many times have you seen it done before you got tired of it?
Yeah, you never seen as a main character though.
No, you haven't. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Those 4, 5, 7 of you, and those non-existent motherfuckers that keep popping in and out. And I'm not trying to be mean, Victoria. I'm trying to break a habit, damn it, which is going on far too damn long. Even after I just said we start wrapping up. And save your topics for next stream. And hopefully no recycled ones. But yeah, I'd like to thank my wingmen. Starting with the lovely Leia Valor, Leia Plus Size.
Hello, everybody. This is Leia Plus Size, your lovely Lady of Valor, and thank you for joining us today for our little rant and rave free stream. I want to thank everybody that stayed with us this whole time. We thank you. Please like and share this video because we want to get Wolf Stream up to 500 people to join, so it can be done. We know it can make it happen. If there are any topics you want to hear us, this group, rant about, please list it below. We always welcome them. And hope you have a good weekend and a good evening, and we hope to see you again next week.
I still find it hard to believe that you guys watch it for my ass.
You underestimate how entertaining you are.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's watching just for me, they could just subscribe to my channel. Most people don't even know that.
Oh, you're overestimating your entertainment value.
Like I said, like if you find me screaming at my damn wingman all damn day, freaking entertaining, apparently okay. Me being my dysfunctional ass, that must really love me. I mean, I'm what am I screaming at the end? Or me just imitating other comedians and other characters. Me in my bad singing. That's entertaining. I guess. I'm about to pull a pool and say, what do you really usually watch this content for? And I'm gonna put A, me screaming at my crewmates. B, a horrible singing. C, just us yelling at each other all damn day. Or D, me threatening people for whatever reason on the stream. No, I'm gonna change that to me being a bad boss.
Oh.
Tell everybody to get to work. Y'all sitting on y'all asses all day.
Well, I wouldn't call you a bad boss. You're more like a boss who is unleashing his inner Samuel L. Jackson among other familiar characters and actors that we know. With a touch of Bill Burr as well.
Nice, Bill Burr. Now that you spoke, the Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Good evening, everyone. This is the Hound of the South, Dominic Powell. Thank you for joining us on this lovely evening. If you have any topics that you want us to discuss, besides ranting, we'll have a genuine conversation as we go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. But also, to let you know that we are not a negativity channel. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and help to increase Wolf Tan's media stream as well as his channel. Coming at you from the Hound of the South, this is Dominic Powell.
I was expecting Dominic to react.
He's really good at concentrating, unlike you bozos.
He's very good. Yes, teach me his techniques.
Y'all learn from him. I expect you guys to learn and train like him. Now give me 50 push-ups.
I was just
Final.
laughing at Dominic not react.
My thing
I'm
is
just weak. That's I'm weak. I must learn Dominic's strength.
nah. You just have a flaw in you. You're much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You just got that one flaw. You just got that. You got that. Body and soul.
I was waiting for this.
When it comes to that, like he showcases gifts as well as pictures and the eye candy of both sexes to us as well as to the viewers.
As if we don't even have enough on the stream.
I give you guys the goods, and this is how you treat me. This is how I treat your. This is how y'all treat the Christmas Santa Claus of our group. Give you guys something good to look at just to brighten up your day. What is your major malfunction, Private Final? You got any family that live? I'm sorry, that was too much.
That's another topic that we can discuss in the future. Like the appreciation of beauty and why has our culture and society has shifted to tarnishing it.
That's a good topic. Yes.
Good idea.
Good idea.
The Warrior of Light. Excuse me. The Warrior of Light Final Fantasy fan 12.
Well, that about does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, click like and subscribe and share with your family and friends. And make sure you ring that notification bell. That way you get notified with our latest videos. And go subscribe to Wolf10 Media. Congratulations on getting him up to that 300 chat. And go subscribe to me if you haven't already. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Final Fantasy Fan 12 signing off. And remember, may the light forever shine upon us. And remember, characters fulfill a specific role.
Good job.
Yes, that was
the
good.
Georgia. Excuse me. The Georgia Pit Bull, Fish Chozo.
It's Fish Chozo winding down for the night. And next time I probably have something else to complain about.
Please,
you know me.
Well, at least he admits what he does on the streams a lot.
I mean, so far he's established himself as the resident cynic, while each of us represents different shades of idealism and optimism. That too.
We said
get it right. He's the resident shit talker. Always talking about shit that don't concern my ass. Anyways, the Bear of the North, Eloise Dotto, even though she didn't contribute much to the stream.
Sorry, everyone. I'm just struggling to talk.
Yeah, take 2 of these to call me in the morning. And a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And maybe some of this. There you go. You ain't gonna say bye?
See you, everyone.
Damn, that was a struggle for you. Sorry. Didn't mean to force that out of you.
It's fine.
I'm Cool Wolf. She's like, she walks away, trips, falls onto a whole bunch of shit, and then you see her arm pop up with a thumb up. I'm okay. That's what it sounds like to me when she said that. Just saying. Anyway, this has been your Wolf Commander, Wolf10. Once again, to remind you guys, you are the UN Space Sea. Welcome to Wolf Fleet.